Oh, the host has started recording. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You are here, and so are we. This is day, get this now, 147 in year two. Year two, day 147. And this is, ooh, boy, 512. Get this now, 512 consecutive RobLynn lives without a miss. Not too
Shabby.
Choo! All right, it's Thursday, the 18th day of January, 2024. What now? I'm moving
so that I can fit in the screen.
Yeah, I'm hogging the screen tonight. That's all there is to it. All
Yeah.
right. Is that better?
Much better.
Oh my goodness. All right, let's get this shindig rolling, shall we? Let's just say, since we're live streaming, there's some of you maybe here who not in on passive. Oh, shame, shame, shame. We're going to tell you just how you can join us and have some fun. And it doesn't cost anything. It's free. Free for thee and me.
Free. I like that.
Free.
Yeah.
All right, I'm glad you like that. That fires me up. I'm fired up. Do you, RobLynnLive? I'm going to say it more than once. Do you, RobLynnLive? Oh, I think I do. All right. All right, let's not have any laughing in the peanut gallery now. All right, here we go, here we go, here we go. So how do you get to be in OES? Simple. All you got to do is
You have to think.
No, I know what you got. All you got to do is go to RobLynnLive.ai.
That's right.
John Barilla's got nothing on me. No, he does. He's a much better singer. All right, all right, all right. So go to RobLynnLive.ai. All you got to do is click and go. All you got to do is get yourself an O-mail, get yourself an O-mail password, and away you go. You are in like Flint, not Flint, Michigan. Flint. That's an old saying back in the day here in the USA. You're in like Flint, mean you're in good, you're in solid. Speaking of solid, check the hats out. This is a hat from back in September.
Oh,
On passive, September 1, 2023.
a significant day. And by the way, all that white stuff is from the sticker. It's not a dirty cap, just so you guys know.
I've been known to wear a dirty
It's
cap, so
that-
nobody's upset with that.
It's that sticker residue. It's unless you have. Don't do that. That's
I just got it
gross.
off. It's gone.
Oh,
There you go. All gone.
no, it's still there.
All right. All right. Well, thanks everybody for being here. There's 24 of you now. We're going to try to bump that up at least to 34 if we can. I think we can. So let me tell you this. We are live streaming. Compliments of Mr. Ash Mafara and Mr. Muhammad Kamal et al., meaning and others.
Mhm.
How are we doing it? OConnect. What are you kidding? We're on OConnect. OConnect. We live stream to our YouTube channel, the RobLynnLive Network's YouTube channel.
Mhm.
So easy peasy. So,
It's a no-brainer, as they say. Drink some water.
no brainer.
It's a no-brainer.
What's a no brainer is I've got a double coffee tonight.
It's a no-brainer to be part of OnPassive. Get your 3 free products or digital products,
True,
and you can get them through our domain.
RobLynnLive.ai. Every time you say domain, you're going to hear RobLynnLive.ai.
I would say my husband doesn't need a microphone. He speaks from his diaphragm, and it's like he's yelling, even though he's not yelling. It's super loud.
Oh, you want me to yell? Do you, RobLynnLive? I'm going to say it again. You, RobLynnLive? I think you
better.
do.
That's better.
All right, all right, all right.
Gentler.
Well, let's see if we can get this shindig off and running. Hello, Irena. Hello. There, John is here too. Henry Horn. Harry's his brother. Henry, or his cousin. Henry Horn in the background. There he is. Thank you,
Okay.
Henry. Glad you're here tonight, brother. Frank Rose in the house. Irena Stexella. First boy and first girl, usually. All right, Henry. Let's get this show going now before we lose 20 of that of the 30 who are here. And 8 a.m. today brought you OES Global Affiliates. Now talk about getting the straight scoop, the real scoop, and nothing but the straight scoop with no poop right there with OES Asia with Michelle Comstra, Christian Tiazone. I don't even need the prompter for this. And Seafood Francis Tay. Not seafood, although he does eat a lot. Seafood Francis Tay. All right.
Not seafood, seafood. That's really
Who are you
important.
fooling? All right, let's keep this going because the numbers are starting to drop.
My husband is
10 a.m., 10 a.m., 10 a.m., 10 a.m.
Goofy.
I'm whacked. I'm a whacked out. I'm a temporary moderator from what I was told yesterday. Temporary.
Very
temporary.
Oh,
get that now. Temporary. Who writes the checks here, lady? Although I'm temporary. You're right, I am temporary. You're the one with all the positions. I have one. So there you have it. 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with Marty and Chris. Chris is on the road. He was complaining he was stinking today. Well, I called him up and I said, Chris, I can't talk right now. I'm driving. Just listen, Chris. Pull over to the truck stop. Take yourself a nice hot shower. Fuel your truck up, your bus up, and have a nice buffet meal. It's keto. You can eat keto there if you want. So there you have it. Chris just texted me a little while ago. He's at the Love's truck stop somewhere in Tennessee. He made it finally. He finally made it to Tennessee.
That's nice.
He's probably on Route 24 at the Love's truck stop there. I don't know for sure, but I bet he is. And I guess he's headed to Georgia. He's got Georgia on his mind because Dr. Bill and company invited him to come over at 10 o'clock on Saturday morning.
Right.
So we're getting ahead of ourselves with these announcements.
That's going to be fun. I wish I could be there.
Well, I can put you on an airplane.
No.
Oh, I can drive you up there and drop you off.
No.
Oh, none of that. Okay. 10 a.m. was live with Marty and Chris. 11 a.m. was Red.
No, he was. Wait.
He was supposed to be on with the boys. I thought he went on without the boys.
No, he wasn't on today.
Not on at all today. Okay, Red, sorry about that. And 12 p.m., you know it, live from the beautiful, palatial studios of our dining room table. It was Straight Talk with RobLynnLive and Ollie.
The Wonder Dog.
All right. Please know that it's now 8 p.m. We're on the eastern side, on our way to the southeastern side of 8 o'clock. And this is RobLynnLive's Network's presentation of RobLynnLive and Ollie.
The Wonder Dog.
All right, now, we're just going to say a couple of things before we get to the announcements, and then we're going to go to Where's Ollie? And then we'll do the song a little bit later from what I'm told.
Yeah, at the end.
All right, at the end. All right, here we go. Please pray for Ash. That's Ash Mufara. Pray for Ash Mahan, his lovely wife, and the boys. You know him as the author and poet, from what I'm told, and also the astronaut. So that's Omar, who is the 9-year-old author, and Yusuf, formerly known as the Chunkster or Chunky, our astronaut friend. All right. We're not going to go into the announcements, but also please pray for Pat Parent as she gets better. And of course, pray for Robin Noble. And Robin, I wouldn't have mentioned anything about your condition, but that big guy in Michigan mentioned it, and I felt it was okay to say. So we're praying for you. Lynn and myself, Ollie's praying. We're all praying, and everybody in the RobLynn network, which is a countless 50. No, there's more than 50 in the network, are praying for you as well. Mm-hmm. And we've been through cancer in our family, ex-wife, me, and we've had a number of dogs that also. So cancer shows no favorites, and we know that. So big old prayers out to you. Get better. You do not have time for an illness. You do not have time for an illness there, Noble. Get that straight, will you? All right. Same to you, Pat. You got things to do. You got people to talk to, places to go. Go. Speaking of going, let's all go to, and there's Gina Leva stopping by. All right, Gene.
Oh, she stopped
Thank you.
by.
Thanks for being here. We appreciate
nice
it.
to have you here, Gene.
Yes, Gene. And there's Pat Green, Patricia Green, also known as Dorothy. Dorothy. She's here as well. Now we'll go to the Where's Ollie? Sadananda Das is here, of course, every night without fail. Thank you, Sadananda.
And maybe you want to say what the topic is going to be for tonight, and that will bring people over to OConnect.
Tonight's topic, since I've now been instructed in my earpiece to tell you all, I was going to keep it a secret. The golden rule of business. You're going to like this one tonight. It was fun checking it out all over the place with my research materials. So I believe you're going to like this tonight. You're going to like it. And then you're going to want to come to community chat because you're not going to be done talking about it. So that's pretty cool stuff. So here we go. We're going to do the Ollie contest now. And as everyone knows, we stay on YouTube through live stream. We live stream from OConnect. Yeah. Okay, we're on OConnect. We're live streaming to YouTube.
We live stream to YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn,
Twitter, also known as X.
So we're live streaming to multiple destinations. Oh, no, we're not. Right now, we're only live streaming to YouTube.
That's what I thought, but I didn't want to overrule you.
Well, I'm glad we clarified that together. So in the evening show, we just live stream to YouTube. That's right. And then we'll make sure we bring people over to OConnect. Encourage you to come over so that you can see the answers to the Where's Ollie Boy contest, and you can also participate in community time and hear my husband's presentation on the topic, the golden rules of business.
All right, folks. It's time for the Ollie Boy contest. And don't forget the domain you go to get on the OES train that's left the station, but it didn't leave you behind because you're here now. And thank you to Mr. Sifu Francis Tay from Our Heart to Yours for that super sticker, brother.
Thank you for the super sticker.
Very kind of you. Very kind.
And we want everybody to know that OES classroom training is 3 times a week. It's on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday morning. So it's usually 8 a.m. Eastern time. And we do encourage you, I know I've said it before, I'm going to say it again, join the OES Classroom Training Club, which is located in ONET. Why? Because you have access to all the recordings. Lots of instructional webinars have been done over the years. So I would say grab it, go and join the club and check out the training. It's amazing. And it's absolutely F-R-E-E.
F-R. Oh, free. Yes, it is. And while you're on that subject, how about Thursday mornings here at, it's 11 p.m. here. Excuse me, Wednesday night, 11 p.m. They also do another Q&A. It's called Lunch.
Eastern.
I just said Eastern.
No, you didn't.
Okay, I meant to say Eastern. It's 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. OES with Sifu Francis, Michelle Comstra, Christian Tiazone, and others, Rose Juliana, etc., etc., etc. Casey Zevenbergen is there as well.
So it's a Q&A, and it's every Wednesday night at 11 p.m.
Eastern time.
That's another one. So actually
Wednesday
it's
night.
Tuesday, Wednesday.
4 times.
It's technically Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Great trainings.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. Right. Correctamundo. All right. Now it's time for us to show you the background. Get ready, kids. Here comes the background.
Alrighty.
Hello. May we have the background?
Yeah.
Okay, we may. And here it is. We're going to upload the image and you'll be able to see it full screen. It's beautiful. Oh, Ollie. He's eating something I'd like to have, but it's not on the diet. Woo, doggies. And they can see right through those. Right. Okay, very good. Looks like a river or a lake there. And we're talking the golden rule of business, kids. And Ollie looks like has some noodles. There looks like a couple of salads, one on either side of Ollie. And wow, wow, wow. What a background that is. And once again, we'd like to thank C2 or Charmaine Ung. And Miss Ung is very good at, she's the bomb when it comes to virtual backgrounds, visuals. They're called visuals, folks. For those of you who want a little bit of insight, they're called visuals.
Because they're compositions. They're not only the original image, but it's been enhanced, altered, etc. So it becomes a new image. Yeah. So that's why it's so unique.
All right, now there's the background. We're getting ready. We're going to prepare to ring Grandma Bobby's cowbell. So get ready, and we're going to put it in the camera so you can see it. Grandma Bobby's cowbell. Here we go. Let the guesses begin. All right, let's go to the chat, please.
Okay, the chat isn't coming up.
Oh, how dandy is that? No chat. Stand by one, please.
We can see the chat here if we take it off of the full screen mode. Right here, watch. There.
All right, here's the chat. All right.
Can you read this chat?
I can read that chat.
Okay, then.
All right, so I'll take
I'm going to put this back on full screen.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Oh, we got to have this on. Right?
Here we don't go.
The sound will come in.
Oh.
Even if it's on the lowest sound, the sound will come in here.
All right, everybody ready? All right,
Okay.
Let's have some guesses. Let me scroll down and let me scroll up. Okay, there's no guesses there. None there.
So go ahead and make your guess.
Hello to Rachel Violet. We're glad you're here, ma'am.
Hi, Rachel. I don't
know
if you can
hello.
see me. This image is
And, boy, this is hard to see, but that's okay.
Yeah.
A lot of prayers for Robin.
We can go back to this then. It's on bold and
Okay.
large. Still hard for you to see.
I
right?
can't see that at all.
Let me change it. Do this mode here.
All right, we'll go to the screen now. And here we go.
Wait, let me find the chat. Give me a second.
You can have 2 seconds. All right, here in the chat, here we go. Who can teach you all? Oh, we're going to have the deaf again tonight, Cecil says.
Oh, good.
Good stuff. When we get to
Sign.
community time, we'll be teaching a couple of, well, not we. The deaf community will be here tonight.
We'll teach signs
And we'll teach
tonight.
signs tonight.
Perfect.
Thank you to the deaf community.
Thank you, deaf community. Okay, now let's go scroll up because I see we had some guesses already. Give us a second to find the first person to make their guess. Okay, I think, let's see if someone did it before Jean, though. Usually, you know what I mean, right?
I know what you mean.
Okay, I would say the first person to guess,
Keep scrolling.
yeah, give us a second. We're going through a lot of comments to make sure we truly know who guessed first. Okay,
Wow.
I would say Jean was the first to guess. Go
Okay,
ahead.
Gina Leva says Las Vegas. Well, it could be. Good guess. And Frank Rose says could be the Ishmaeli Center in Toronto, Canada, Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And Irena agrees. Toronto, Ontario, Canada. The
Aga Khan Museum.
Aga Khan Museum and the Ismaili Center.
Yep.
And Isabel says Asia could be. And Rachel Violet says Canada in Winnipeg.
Canada, her guess.
Could be.
Mm-hmm.
Cynthia Deering says East Asia. And Dawn says she likes the pool of water. It looks like a river or a lake.
Very beautiful.
All right, it's not an ocean. All right, we got Australia from Pat Green. Dorothy. Carmela says Thailand. Ooh, getting all sorts of guesses. And there's Cecil telling us the deaf will be here tonight. Thank you.
Very good job. And let's scroll down. Irena says, Frank, nicely done. So she agrees with his guess.
All right.
Cecil says, already taught last time.
Oh,
Smile.
Starbucks.
Starbucks. Yeah, that's right. He did. Coffee.
Coffee. All right. Woo, doggies. Starbucks a little out of my league. I just still can't justify $8 or $9 for a cup of coffee.
I know.
Sorry. My kids and my grandkids all drink Starbucks. All right. Say hello to Angela Lolan.
I got your email. Yay. Thank you for the nice email. Thank you. Thank you. And Jean says, I think I may have been first to guess.
You were first girl, but I hate to tell you, I don't think that's Las Vegas.
She says, but it was a terrible guess of Las Vegas.
No. All guesses are good guesses. Some are just a little bit more on point. All right, Las Vegas.
Okay, Cecil guesses Canada.
Canada, okay. Could be. He's from Canada.
Yep. And Sadananda says Egypt.
Egypt, could be.
And Gina Leva says, I'm keeping my trophy as worst background guesser. LOL. And Mel says, Gene, try again.
Yeah, try again, Gene. There's no limit.
Okay, let's look for further guesses. Gina Leva, not too shabby, says Irena Steksala.
She's not too shabby. Her guesses are a little bit shabby, but she's not shabby. All right, where we going now? Is that it on the guesses? Can't be. Can it be?
Give it a few more seconds.
All right, we'll give it a few more seconds. 1001, 1002, 1003. There went a couple seconds.
Gene says, I'll go with whatever Frank and Irena guessed.
You know, that's probably a good idea, actually.
Yeah.
Because they're usually pretty well spot on. So Jean has changed her guess, and it's going to be Canada for Jean. And Jillian says Canada. Okay. Very good guess.
Ready? I think that's it for the guesses.
All righty. Now, before we go, we're going to play the song?
Yeah. And
am I on top of my game or what?
Very good. And let's go repeat about becoming part of ONPASSIVE, what they got to do.
Go to RobLynnLive.ai. That's our domain. It's a purchased domain that we're going to switch over to the ONPASSIVE Domain Center when we can.
That's pretty exciting.
Oh, yeah.
Are we ready to rock and roll?
We're ready to rock. We're ready to roll. Get ready for the song, kids, because here it comes.
And we're going to play it a few times. We love the song so much. And what is this song? It's a theme song. For those we don't even explain, we should tell people. Not everybody knows. It's a theme song for our show, which was composed by
Jean Barilla
and sung by
Jean Barilla
and piano accompaniment by
Chris Tiazone,
the musician.
All right. He was on piano. He was on keyboards.
Yeah, and then he put the singing and the piano together, and he did the lyrics, and it made this.
Voila.
He basically made the video for us. So thank you, Chris Tiazone. We love it, and you know, you guys will laugh at me, but randomly throughout the day, I will just play the theme song because it makes me feel uplifted. It's happy.
No, randomly you just break out in song. I've heard you sit here and sing it a cappella, and your a cappella,
yeah,
aka whatever is it's not that good.
Thank you very much for telling the world. I appreciate that.
I think the world knows. All right.
Let's turn off the background.
I better back off. I can see this coming. I feel the porch coming tonight.
Yeah. And then we're gonna play this a few times and just enjoy it. We truly are grateful to John.
And Chris. Yeah. Here we go.
It makes our show special. Thank you.
And I won't sing along. I'll just I'll do a cappella voice, not voice, a cappella lip sync. So get ready.
Here we go. And then after that, we'll do a countdown and then go straight to OConnect. So
let's get it on.
All right, here we go.
All righty. Am I unmuted to where I can say what you wanted me to say? All right. In the chat, Mr. Chatta has put in the chat, Mr. Chatta, chat, and chatta. All right. Has put there the link to get over to OConnect, right?
Yeah.
So just do it
it's
now. If you're not in the OES, first, before you do that, go to RobLynnLive.ai. Go there first. Sign up, register, whatever you want to call it. It's free. It's not going to cost you anything, but maybe 3 minutes of your time. Oh, sign up, log in, and you'll be on OConnect with us. So, are we doing in 3, 2, 1?
Yeah, so we're going to switch over to OConnect. So you folks there in YouTube land, and there's 28 of you still there. Oh my!
And 50, that's 50, not 05. It's been 05 at times, but it's 50 are coming over, are there now. There's 51. All right, here we go. We're going for 100 today. 52 already. In 3, in 2, in 1. Here we go. OConnect.
Hi, everybody. Okay, now we're on OConnect only.
We are?
Yes, we are.
Well, then it's time for You Can Get Anything That You Want at Ashma Forest Restaurant.
All right.
It was time for that.
Yep, it was. It was definitely time.
All right.
So we are now at the...
We're at announcements. Okay. Listen. Last night at midnight, the subscribing to OConnect ended for round 1. And what is round 1? Round 1 is where Ash and Company, through the rotator, will be doling out, will be handing out, will be passing out. They're not going to pass out. No, they won't pass out. What they will do is they will share with all of us founding member affiliates the rotator.
It's for founding affiliates.
That's what I meant to say. Excuse me, everybody. It's for round 1 is for founding affiliates. So buckle up, as we've said, Buttercup, because it's here now. The rotator is about to rotate. Not this very second, but it's coming within hours, I would say. Maybe within days at the most. Okay? That's important. Also, with regard to the withdrawals, it's easy peasy. It's back up again. All you got to do is type the information in. Just make doubly sure, especially with crypto, but even with the checking accounts that you want the funds to go to, it's accurate. Okay. And they will ask you twice before you submit that request for the withdrawal. Are you sure? Be sure. Okay. Be sure. Don't leave anything to chance. And then in 10 to 15 business days. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is 5. Then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is 10. So it could be within that 10 days. And then the following week, a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday would make 15. So it'll either be in 2 weeks or in 3 weeks. And the counting is done from the first day. Okay. There you have it. That's the story there. If you're not migrated, and I dealt with a bunch of people yesterday, weren't migrated, sign the NDA after you migrate, please. Get your affiliate link, then you're a big shot. Log into the OES ticker, and pop-ups are there for your viewing pleasure, and I mean pleasure. Check out the OP newest website. It's a honey. It's popping off that page. Every week it's something new and different.
I know.
There's not another corporation, another movement, another small operation, medium, large, you name it, that does that every week.
I mean, companies, sometimes they do them once a year or
twice a year, maybe.
Or once every several years. You don't see anyone doing them weekly. So this is really...
What do you mean you don't see anybody? You see OnPassive doing it?
Except for OnPassive.
OnPassive. And there's like Dega, hello, and Frank Rowe is there. All right. We were supposed to do the Ollie contest first.
Oh, yeah, we should go.
And I went into the announcement. So
okay,
we're going to back the bus up like Chris would do. He's at the Lowe's truck stop if you're looking for him, somewhere in Tennessee. Just look for the bright pretty ONPASSIVE. I'm sure he's got something on the vehicle somewhere. I didn't see any pictures of it, but I'm sure it says ONPASSIVE somewhere on it. And just look for Chris at the Love's Truck Stop. He's there. Wake him up. Wake his dog up. Have a coffee with him. He's got coffee, or go in Lowe's and he'll buy you a coffee. That's how nice he is. So there you have it. There's 57 of you here.
And we have Melanie Marcano. She's our assistant for the contest, and she'll be coming in as a speaker when she is ready, and she's going to announce the answer, where Ollie Boy is.
All right, Double Mel.
And what we and Ollie are eating in that little visual. And then she's going to say who guessed correctly.
Who the first boy and first girl are.
She'll do that.
All right. That's Double Mel coming our way any moment. You can get anything that you want at Ashmafar's restaurant.
All righty. So we'll have Mel come
Double
on over.
Mel, where are you, Double Mel? Car 54, where are you? That was Tootie and Muldoon. You remember that show, Car 54?
I never heard of it.
That was two policemen in New York City that always seemed to get lost. Car 54, where are you?
A comedy, you mean?
It was basically, Tootie and Muldoon.
Okay. And while we wait for Mel to come in, we want to talk about the ticker, and I'll fix this background while you read the ticker.
All right, do that. All right, the ticker says RobLynnLive. Topic: the golden rule of business. Yeah, January 18th, 2024 at 8 p.m. That's 2000 hours, or 9 a.m. If I'm right, 9 a.m. Singapore, Malaysia, and other parts of Asia time, and some in Africa as well. So that's that.
And that Michael produces that for us every night.
Every night. That's Michael Chatta, 444.
Dedication, boy.
Yeah. All right. All right, we're ready now. We got the background. We got 58 of you fine folk here. Thank you very much for that. And where's Mel? Mel,
I'm right here, Rob. Good night,
Doggy. She's here. What is it,
I'm
cold
here.
there? You got a winter shirt on.
No, it's a sweater.
Oh, a sweater.
It's cold.
All right.
It is cold down here, very cold. Okay, so everybody, Ollie visited the Aga Khan Park. The Aga Khan Park is a landscape garden that covers the space between and around the Ismaili Center and the Aga Khan Museum, located in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. The Aga Khan Museum provides visitors with a window into the artist's intellectual and scientific contributions of Muslim civilizations to world heritage. It covers 17 acres of land while connecting the two majestic buildings through a pathway of green spaces, gardens, and water features. RobLynn had dinner at the restaurant in the Aga Khan Museum. Rob has free-range grilled chicken with spicy harissa glazed with diced cucumber, tomato, and sliced onion salad on the side. Lynn has fresh farmer's tomato salad. The salad is made up of tomato, pomegranate, and feta salad with honey, lime, mint, pomegranate, labneh, and curried almonds. Ollie, on the other hand, has a plate of Asian stir-fried chicken noodles with sliced leeks. So it is Toronto, Ontario, the Aga Khan Museum. And I have some winners who are First Boy, Frank Rowe, Irina First Girl, Rachel Violet, Cecil Ware, Gillian, Hannah, and Jean Oliver. These are the winners.
I'm Flip. She came back strong. All right,
Wow.
Jean, you are a winner.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much, Mel. We'll see you in a little bit.
Thank you. See you at community time.
Appreciate you doing that for us. And appreciate Miss Ung. We appreciate Mr. Chatta. We appreciate Mr. Sojib. We appreciate the Mohammeds. We appreciate Rachel Violet. We appreciate everybody that helps us on RobLynn Live. We wouldn't be where we are today, which is sitting in these two chairs, if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you very
just
much.
so you guys know, it really is a group effort. It's not just Rob and I. It takes there's quite a few people that help us to make this show go, actually. So we're really grateful for that. It's truly a RobLynnLive family.
All right, all right, all right. I stopped in the middle, basically, of the announcements. I did say log into the OES. Ticker and pop-ups are there for your looking and enjoyment.
Keep your
and
eyes
staying
peeled, yeah?
staying in touch.
Because I think there should be more.
Oh, this
pop-ups.
week there'll be
Yeah,
more.
There should
for
be
sure.
this month. Yeah.
This month for sure. Check out the OnPassive newest website. It's a dandy. Check out the OnPassive YouTube channel. It's a dandy. Check out Mohammed William Nazal and his Twitter or X account. His X account. He does a fine job there of everything from blogging to posting messages to. I think he's even done a short video or 2 or 3 or 4 or shown a video, which is pretty cool. So if you know of anybody needing help, you know the drill. Just help them. Helping them helps us all. Attend webinars and chats. Check out your affiliate emails. You want to make sure that sucker's working. And why do we say that? You're going to get a one-time password from OnPassive. It's going to go to your alternate email, not your alleviate email or your X email, but your current email. It's the only email you've ever had with regard to OnPassive. It's your alternate email, okay? And you get the one-time password, you hook that in, and away you go. All right. Hop on an OConnect. If we can do it, if the two of us can do it, you guys can do it.
That's right.
So hop on an OConnect at your earliest convenience. Tonight's topic, if I might add, is the golden rules of business. There are multiple rules of the golden rules of business, and we're going to tell you a little bit about it. We think you'll find this very interesting. It's things you know, I think, already. It's just things maybe you don't practice just yet and should, especially since you're in business for yourself. All right, integrity. Ooh. Integrity, honesty, and transparency are the rule here. Okay, if you're an OnPassive, at this point, you're full of integrity, honesty, and transparency. Talk about fairness. You're fair also. Always treating others with equity and avoiding any unfair advantage or discrimination. All right. Enter, we have the deaf community. We have the deaf-blind community. We have the hard of hearing community. We have disabilities communities, whether it be people from the Vietnam era or any era. They're all right here in OnPassive. So there's fairness spread with the whole family, fairness. All right. And this will avoid any unfair disadvantage of discrimination. We ain't into discrimination here. No. Respect. Speaking of fairness, respect the dignity and rights of all individuals. I don't care who they are, whether they put their pants on the same way you do or take them off a different way than you do. They're customers, they're partners, they're friends, they're part of the family. So show some respect. Trustworthiness. You got to be consistent with this one. And reliable actions will bring about trust. And if you want people to do business with you and do business with OnPassive, it's only one way. You got to take the time to build up trust. You've got to have trustworthiness, because trust at the highest levels will come from being consistent and showing reliable actions. Okay? Responsibility and accountability. Need we say more? We've been preaching this now, not preaching. We've been saying stuff about this for a period of time now. And many of our topics, it comes right back to responsibility and accountability. So here it is again. And then there's empathy. You got to be empathetic. The perspectives and feelings of others matter. They do matter. Listen to them and take heed from them, because they are showing things that maybe you don't know. They're telling you things maybe you don't know. So showing empathy, the perspectives and feelings of others will be handled in a proper way. Then collaboration. Shared goals come from teamwork and from cooperation. What better place to be than on passive to cooperate with your fellow brothers? There isn't any. This is the place. This is where you want to be. It's all good. So collaborate. Share your goals. It comes from teamwork and cooperation, and we're all in a better place because of it. All right, now we got just a couple more. Whew. Customer focus. You gotta be centric about everything. That's my new word, centric. You gotta focus on the customer. Satisfaction brings about value, and we're part of a vision, value, and victory roadshow. So value for all, right here, right now, and away we go. Customer focus. You gotta focus on the customer. That's the name of the game. We want them coming back for more, that they can't get enough, and they can get it at Ash Mafar's restaurant. Don't get me started. I'll start singing again. All right, that's customer focus. Prioritize the satisfaction, and it will bring about a value for everybody. Not too
shabby.
All right. Then there's two more. Quality. High quality products and services will bring the masses. Trust me on that one. Things go viral when the viral is a good thing and offers value and vision to those of you who are here. Right? Quality. There's nothing like a good quality digital product. And where do you think you can buy one of those? Where do you think you get 3 free of those? And with 5 more being announced soon, where do you think you can get them? On Passive, baby. On Passive. So you're in the right place at the right time for all the right reasons to make the biggest difference that's ever been made for the planet with regard to digital solutions. All right? That's quality. Then there's innovation. Let's wrap up with innovation. Innovation is staying competitive through creativity, which there's plenty of that in the people that work at OnPassive, and the ability to adapt will drive positive change and give it a chance. It will give positivity a chance. Oh, almost choked on that. We don't take chances. We make chances. And that's what we do at OnPassive. We make it easy. We make it peasy. And as Ash says, if you're in it, you're going to win it. No doubt about it. So be ready to innovate, because innovation will stay the competitive edge. We'll keep it on our side. And the ability to adapt will drive positive change. That's what it's all about. And that's what OnPassive is all about. We're here to uplift you, each and every one of you, and we're here to uplift humanity. What do you think of that?
Wow, it's wonderful.
And remember, you can get anything that you want at Ash Mafar's restaurant. All right, that about does it for the presentation. It's coming up on, I can't see the clock. Oh, we're still 13 minutes. Oh, we could say some more hellos if you wanted, or we can go right to community time.
I'll let you say the hellos. I got some stuff to do.
All right, she's whispering, so she has some stuff to do, but don't tell anybody.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's say some more hellos. Of course, Frank Rowe is here. Irena's Texala, First Girl is here, and Greg Hill. Greg Hill in the house. Sharon Koo is here. Hello, Sharon. We're glad you're here. She's a big part of why OES Asia is so popular. And she says good morning and good evening to RobLynnLive from Singapore. And yes, she's a RobLynnLiver.
Yes, she is.
Thank you, Sharon, for that. And I've got to unlock. Oh, it's unlocked. Do I want to lock it to see more or unlock it?
If you need to, if you're keeping up, you don't need to.
I'm
but-
keeping up so far. There's Irena. She's saying hello. Sadananda's here, of course. And who else is here? Gregory Hill is here. Oh, Nelly Olasumbo is here. Olasumba Kuye. Olasumbo Kuye is here. Thank you for being here. We love you. We appreciate you being here. Greg Hill's going to step away from the big screen TV, and he's got to do some cooking because it's 3 hours earlier there.
Oh,
It's really only 6 o'clock at night, so he better get after it. His wife's probably hungry.
dinner
by
time.
now.
Yeah.
It is dinner time. And what can we say? We can say hello to Jillian. OnPassive is going to give customers the best experience in a mega mall. Oh, yeah, baby. You can count on that. And let's keep scrolling and find some more folks. Whew. There are 58 of you here now. Not too shabby. We'd like to maybe hit 70 if it's possible. So call your neighbor, call your enemy, call anybody you want. Just tell them to hitch up and ride on over to RobLynnLive, please. All right, there's Greg Hill again. Jillian is here. Frank Rowe is here. Sadananda. I think I've said hello to everybody. Chris Tiazone, of course. Melanie Marcano, she was here and is still here, actually. And Karina's here and Wandine is here. All right, all right, all right. Let's see what we got. All right, are you taking over? Thank you very much.
Oh, be right back. We just want to check this.
What did we check?
Let me look. We'll be right back, you guys. Here. No.
It's the same.
Okay. I saw some postings about it, so I said we better check.
All right.
Okay.
Always best to check.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Olasumba says, thanks so much, RobLynnLive. Great place to be, even when working around the clock with snowstorms here. That's nice.
And JJB, the Tin Man, will likely do a song tonight. Oh, I know he will do a song
I'm
tonight.
gonna do a song tonight.
All right. And Karina Lance is in the house
Hi,
saying
Karina.
hello. Hello, Karina.
Good to
Karina.
have you back.
That's right. She was off on an excursion. And Pat Green is here. Sadananda's here. Greg
Greg
Hill is here.
I will go with you. So what did Greg Hill say?
I will go with you.
No, what did Greg say? No, who said what? No, Sadananda says to Greg Hill, I will go with you. So I'm asking, what did Greg say to make Sadananda say that? You know what I mean? It's a response to
Correct.
Sadananda.
We'll ask Greg when we get to the panel. How's that? That way you're not having to scroll till the scrolling's complete.
Oh.
All right. He's back to cooking. Sharon Koo's here. Melanie's here. Okay, the gang's here. We're at 59. Come on, let's get that bumped up just a hair. And now is it time for community time? It's just 8 minutes till.
Yeah.
All right. Here's the drill. Here's how you do it. And you can take that away, I guess, for the moment. And Lynn will click on Make Attendee link, which is at the top left-hand corner of the dashboard.
Mm-hmm.
And once she clicks on that, all of you who are attendees are going to have an icon pop up off the page. It's going to be a little man, and he's going to have he's going to have a speaker with 3 circles coming out his ear. So it's kind of like having a record player back in the day. And click on that, and you're in within 2-3 seconds. It is amazing. For sure, for sure. All right, 62 of us here now. Are we ready to click on the link?
Oh, new update. Someone just said there's a new update in the Founder. So what it is event name is PNG Moving Forward Together, January 20, which is
Saturday.
At 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Marty event ID and click here for the link. So I know Marty mentioned it on his live today. They want to uplift the PNG, support the PNG.
Now, you were very instrumental back in the day with the Papua New Guinea group, so I'm assuming we'll be there at 11 o'clock.
We'll be there to support them for sure. Yeah, we co-hosted for quite a long time.
Oh, it was almost a year.
PNG.
All right. We are PNG strong.
We
For
definitely
sure.
support PNG.
Yes, we do.
Definitely.
And we will continue
Mm-hmm.
to support. Okay. Is it time to click-a-roo?
Okay, so what we're going to do now is enable the speaker request icon. Once we click that icon, you will see the speaker request icon on your panel on the bottom. It looks like a person with some wavy lines around them. All you got to do is click on it. That will cue us that you want to be a panelist, and we will accept your request, and you will be on the panel in a jiffy. So here we go.
I thought that was a peanut butter.
That too.
Okay.
Here
Here we go.
All right, we've enabled it.
All right. Let's see if we get anybody that wants to come to the community time panel. Let's go. There's one right there.
All right. Who is the first to request? It is
Pat Green in the house. All right. She's been accepted. She should be showing up on the screen in 1001, 1002. There's Pat. All right. 3 seconds. John Barillo, the Tin Man, is here. Let's bring John aboard. There's Pat. And here comes John. And here comes Melanie. Woo, doggies. And here comes Cynthia. She's here too. All right.
Let me switch the ticker. There we go. So the ticker gives you information on how to become a panelist. And all you got to do is click the speaker request icon. And we will acknowledge your request and bring you right on in.
All right, all right, all right. And there's Cynthia Deering. I'd know her anywhere. All right. Thanks for being here, Cynthia. And let's see, Mel's here, and Pat Green, and John Barilla. John, we doing a song tonight?
Yeah, yes, we are. And it's going to be, should I say it now?
Go ahead, say it, say it, say it.
Fella's request. Oh, my goodness. Queen's bicycle race. Oh, no. And I'm telling you, it's going to be bizarre, but I think it'll be fun. I don't know if I'm going to sing it right, but it's a toughie. The background music has the Queen, the group Queen singing with it. So it's going to be interesting. And that's for Carmela a little later on.
All right, all right, all right. And there's Diane Michaud. Hello, Miss Diane. Glad you're here too. Thank you, thank you.
And we have, who else coming? Anuj Kumar.
Mr. Kumar coming to the panel. We like it. And Carmela Schwartz snuck in there somehow. There she is.
Yeah.
That fire girl from Israel. Carmela. Come in, please, Carmela. All right, she's here
Carmela.
too.
Panel.
Don't you see me?
Don't see you.
No, we don't see you.
We hear you.
I apologize. I don't open a camera today, but I'm here to listen to the
Yeah, man, this is 2 days.
John
in a row.
Barilla, my bicycle.
Wait a minute, this is 2 days in a row with no camera. Are you fighting a blemish attack or what's going on?
I don't feel well.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, well, maybe you'll feel better after I sing your song tonight. Hope so.
Well, I hope so too. All right, Carmela.
Sorry.
It's not a big deal. I've had worse
I'll
things.
be
happen,
fine.
believe me. You'll be fine.
Okay, you hang in there, Carmela. All right, anybody
All
else?
right, so far that's it. We got 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. Okay, 7 so far. And let's see, who loves that song? Somebody loves it. Oh,
Kathia Payan
Kathia Pena.
likes the bicycle. What is it called?
It's called Bicycle Race.
Bicycle race.
Bicycle Race. All right. Was that sung by John Lennon or one of the other Beatles?
No, it was sung by Queen.
Just checking to see if you know what you're talking about. I know it's Queen.
Let me tell you, when she requested it, I went, "Are you kidding?" Because it's an interesting recording, and I even read some comments in the YouTube. Somebody put in the comments, "Only Queen could have made a hit song out of a song about a bicycle." So, yeah,
Queen it is. All right. We'll look forward to that, John. We'll do that a little later in the broadcast. And we got some more folks coming in. Let's see who's here. Dawn Swihart is in the house. Hello, Dawn, or DL, or whoever is here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. There's 60 folks here. Karina Lance. Oh my goodness, that lady from Canada. Karina in the house.
Yeah.
Hello, Karina.
Nice to have you back, Karina. Very nice. All
Hey
right.
guys.
You didn't elope and go get married or something, did you?
No.
All right, just checking. Just checking. Because you had mentioned you had a new boyfriend at one time. So just checking. Just things happen, man. Things happen.
True.
All right, but not this time, I guess. Okay.
No.
Lynn, did Juanita Slack coming?
I kicked him to the
No.
curb.
You can bring her in from the attendees list if you don't mind, Melanie. Juanita, you know there's a button to click. It looks like a person with wave lines around it. It should be on your control panel on the bottom where the buttons are. If you click on that, we will see your request to be a speaker, Juanita.
And Jillian makes a statement, we are going to dominate soon. I'd say we're getting ready to, like, within days to just take over the world on this OConnect thing. Saturday, the new version will be live totally, from what I'm told, and that's a good thing. How much more better can it get, really? I mean, wow. That's and I was playing music. I don't know if any of you heard it who came early, but we had the background music going and playing around with the presentation board and the prompter, and we didn't get to the calculator. We'll have to play around with that too. We didn't do a poll, which we could come around to, but all sorts of fun. The bells and whistles are right here.
Well, I think Saturday, right, is the new version of OConnect.
Correct.
That'll be fun.
Correct,
It's
mundo.
going to be fun for us. For those of us who use OConnect all the time, we will notice the differences, and it'll be very exciting to see them. All right.
All right.
No more people coming to the panel? Is that it?
Well, that looks like about it. So we got 369 of you here. That's okay. There'll be more. There'll be more. It happens every night. And there's Chris Tiazone saying hello to Karina. Yay.
And Karina's going to be happy because you don't have to refresh. And
No refreshing,
and you
Karina.
won't be buffering, Karina. None of us will buffer.
No buffering and
Well, I don't know
no.
about that. I was buffering earlier.
Oh, no, it didn't start yet.
It's not on passive. It's my unit. I'm freezing all the time. That's why I said it'll be nice to actually hear you guys all the time, because you guys were asking about the Ollie contest. I'm trying desperately to see my answer, and it's not working. It's like, that's not fair, I said.
Oh, pussy.
Someone's asking where Carmela is. She's here somewhere, but doesn't have her video on.
She's there. Lynn, I tried to bring Juanita in. Is she in already?
Do you see her?
No, when I went in attendees, I didn't see her name there.
Oh, maybe she got booted out. She'll come back again, I think.
Okay.
Well, all right. Already 61 of you here. We're going to do tonight. We're going to we'll have some of the deaf folks will be here tonight as well. We'll probably do a little signing as a family, and we'll be smiling, and saying thank you and clapping. Oh yeah. You know, this is easier than ABCs. I'm getting there.
There's Karina clapping.
So anyway, this has been fun. It's getting notoriety around the world, just so you know. I've heard leaders out there saying, hey, they're doing the deaf are teaching sign language. So people know about it, and it's a good thing. And we get new and different people every night, which is also a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, and everyone is welcome to come to community chat. We can house up to 10,000. 10,000. We got the capability. We have the storage space. So come on down. All right. Well, let's. Why don't we start off with some hands? If anyone would like to raise their hand and talk a little about the golden rule of business.
What was the Ollie contest question?
Ollie doesn't have a question when he has a contest.
The Ollie question.
Oh, the question Ollie had was, of all the golden rules of business, what's your favorite? What's your favorite golden rule? Part of the golden rule. And there were, I think, 12.
Like integrity, transparency,
honesty, et cetera, et cetera.
Kind of stuff,
so let's hear from Mel.
Go ahead. Yeah. Being honest is my favorite.
Mel, unmute.
Thank you. The golden rule of business. I have a few favorites because it's supposed to be applied anyhow. Integrity. I believe in when a business is established and we are owners. Well, are we owners? Part owners, right? Well, however you may call it. We're supposed to put our faith in that company because, especially in ONPASSIVE, I'm speaking relating to ONPASSIVE because it started from scratch and the hard work and sweat and effort that was put into it, not by us, but by Mr. Mafare and his team and the intelligent leaders over there in Egypt, Dubai, and wherever they are. Yeah, we're supposed to have have put our faith, and it is built on integrity, it is built on trust, and if we are not followers but we are executives, I will say that proudly, we are executive of the company, we should help to keep up with the integrity of that company, because if we let our guards down, then it's gonna be a company that is trashed, because with what we say and what we do. So we're supposed to have it held up, lifted up. So I believe big time in integrity and trust. And these are two so far of my favorite. And the other thing, the golden rule, do unto others as you have them do to you. As we know that from the book of life, from way back when. And if we want to be treated nicely, we should treat others nicely so we can get that back. Because what you give out, that's what you get back. So golden rule of a business is a big thing, especially in that big global community of ONPASSIVE. So this is my take on the golden rule. Thank you,
All
Rob
right.
and Lynn.
Thank you, Mel. Anyone else? Anyone? Don't make me do it. Don't you make me do it. Don't make me do it. Go ahead, John.
There we go. Okay. As in most topics, I have no idea. No, just kidding. I would just say, thinking about it, one of the important things is, I don't know about a golden rule, but, integrity, honesty, respect for the customer, have a product that is outstanding, that you can stand behind and know all about your product or products, depending upon what you sell, and do it again, like I said, with integrity and honesty. I think if you have a business and you act like that and know what you have and know what you're doing and you treat people with respect, that's kind of a golden rule, I guess. So that's what I would say about it.
I agree with that 100%, John. Thank you. We'll probably do the song a little earlier than, at the end.
Whenever.
Yeah. Okay, good. You're ready to rumble then, I guess.
Whenever you want.
Okay. Thank you. We've got a couple more hands up. Let's go to Dorothy. Dorothy, where are you in Kansas? Go ahead, Pat.
I'm in my house staying warm. That's where I am.
Hey, it got cold here today too, and not as cold as where you are, but it was in the high 30s at 5 a.m. this morning, which is cool for here. Very cool.
Yeah, that's unusual for where you all are at, isn't it?
Well, usually it doesn't happen till, now, January. So mid-January to the end of February, it's going to be cold here for sure. That's okay.
Well, I looked outside my window this morning and realized it had snowed some more last night.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Right. But anyway, one of the things I want to say about golden rule of business and is that you need to treat your customers really good. I have had some good experiences and I've had some bad experiences with some, businesses that I've dealt with. And one of the businesses that I've dealt with, they always take good care of me. And so every once in a while I'll send them flowers, and thank them for their service. Another business in the same line of business, I dropped because they wouldn't work with me. They wouldn't help me when I needed some help. And I just left them. And like there's a store not too far from me. And I go in there. Every time I go in there, they give me personal service. They help me find what I need to find. They, help me if I need to know if I have questions about a product or whatever. And yes, I could go to a larger chain store and do that, but why? I get really good service at this store. So why would I want to go somewhere else? And I thank them when I go in there and I let them know that I appreciate their business. So I remember one time we had the same phone company for 20 years. I started taking some calls for a charity and I came home back from vacation and couldn't make any long distance calls. Couldn't figure out what was going on. Well, they disconnected my service because I was making long distance calls for a charity. And I said, well, I'm not making any money on this. I'm just helping them out. And I said, I've dealt with you guys. I've done business with you guys for 20 years. And all of a sudden you disconnect my service? I said, that doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, if I did business with, if somebody did business with me for 20 years, I'd be sending them flowers, not disconnecting their service. I just thought, you guys are crazy. Needless to say, we dropped them also. But, I think one of the important aspects is being able to take care of your customers as much as you can. And I'm learning about ONPASSIVE every day, and I'm thankful for that. But I think that's an important part of being in business is, saying hi. And I'm not sure how we're going to do all that with ONPASSIVE, but I don't know if it's just on a one-by-one basis or what we're going to do. But and I'm sure they'll teach us how to do this in the future. But I'm really looking forward to it. So that's pretty much what I had to say.
All right, Dorothy. Thank you, Miss Green. Let's go over to Cynthia Deering. Come in, please, Cynthia. Unmute, please. There you go. Oh, one more time. Unmute one more time, please.
Just click one time.
One time.
Click one time. Click. Can't hear you.
If you can hear us, click one time on the unmute. One time.
There you go. Don't touch anymore. You're fine. Go ahead. Are you talking?
She's talking.
Oh.
I don't know why we're not hearing her.
Oh, I think we hear. Are you speaking, Cynthia? Keep talking. I heard some sound from her. Are you talking, Cynthia? Keep speaking.
And make sure your volume's up.
Volume up and refresh, maybe. Not that we're going to have to after Saturday.
Try refreshing. Refresh. All right. You. What can we recommend?
She's refreshing.
Okay. Or she exited and she'll come.
No, she's
back.
back.
Okay.
Okay, see if you can unmute now, Cynthia, please. All right, go ahead.
Okay, can you speak?
You're unmuted, Cynthia. Oh, she's buffering. Oh, there she is.
Are you speaking?
Yes.
Her mouth is kind of blocked, so we can't really tell if she's speaking.
Yeah.
Well, I know what to do. Put this here and do this. Then we can see more of her, right?
Yes. Or not. She's gone now.
All right, let's go back. We'll go back to her when she kind of has it
All
under
right.
control.
I don't see any other hands at the moment. Carmela Schwartz. Can you say something to us in Radio Land?
Yes, I'm here. I can say something. I'm waiting for the song My Bicycle from
All
John
right,
Barilla.
I got the message. I got the message.
Oh, okay.
I'm here to hear.
You're here to hear. Okay. Go ahead and mute yourself again. We're going over to Swihart and McConaughey.
Well, it's
All right.
me for right now. Hi, everybody.
Okay. I see DL hanging there.
He's hanging out here. So. But one of the most important or most valuable possessions that we have is our reputation. And it's important to guard it at all costs. And you know, if you're an honest and helpful and just there for your customers, I mean, they're going to come back, and if you're kind and do things like, I don't know if I can explain this, but do things politely and go out of your way to help them, you know, I mean, that's one of the best things you can do. And treat your customers right, and they'll be happier and more likely to come back and more inclined to recommend you to family and friends. So, but I think you have to think of yourself first, you know, and have good respect for yourself to get the customers that you want, or how to talk to them, or how to relate to them. I don't know if Don has anything to say.
Rob, yeah, I mean, basically, it's the golden rule. You want to be treated like you want to treat others how you want to be treated. Basically, what it comes down to, whether that's in business or in personal life. I mean, you always want to do the right thing. You never want to cheat. You never want to get over on your competition unethically, of course. And you wanted to just keep your character intact. It doesn't matter many times in some instances whether others do the right thing. It's important that you do the right thing. So it's the same way in business, basically, too. So I mean, that's basically the bottom line. It's I like that golden rule. It's a darn good rule, by the way. But that's all I have, Rob. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Swihart and McConaughey. Or McConaughey. No, we better leave it that way. Swihart and McConaughey. Okay.
In that order.
Got to give the lady top billing. I know the rules, believe me. I don't know how it got. Oh, because Ash called it RobLynnLive. It was going to be Lynn Rob.
There you go. Right.
All righty. I see Greg Hill has joined the party. Hello to you, Mr. Hill. And let's go to Mel. Mel.
Thank you. For Don and Don is DAWN and DON. So I say D and D because I didn't know how to spell DL when I say hi to them. So I said Don and D. I hope you accept that one. Okay. I think the golden rule of business. A lot of times, if we notice, that is why the world is going how it is right now. A lot of the companies that I know, except ONPASSIVE now that I'm in, they forget the rule of the golden rule because they become selfish. You know, it's more like their gain, and then there's enslavement of employees, and the loss of companies, because by them doing that, their companies, they don't last. Some of them will last because they have dump on their employees, and they have dump on, you know, the business just to gain for themselves, because they have billions or millions, and everybody else underneath them is like the little man. So there's nothing for us except to maybe buy food and pay rent. So by remembering the golden rule of business, a company will flourish, not take advantage. Like on passive, you can see how we are being treated nicely. We are executives. Ash doesn't leave a stone left unturned, as he said. No stone. This is like a tongue twister. No stone is left unturned. So here in ONPASSIVE, we know the golden rule because we know, as I mentioned, that ONPASSIVE is built on integrity, ONPASSIVE is built on trust, ONPASSIVE is ethical, as we know, it's a clean slate business. ONPASSIVE is built on friendliness, and you can see its humanity. So it's humankind. And if the world was filled with humankind in companies, there would not have been too many poor, failure, you know, all this epidemic that is sweeping around the world, you know, drug, alcohol, and all that, because people are not given chances. Because again, that's the selfishness of man, you know, owning companies, and they have too much for themselves. They hold a big stash and nobody else gets except from finger to mouth, as my mom would say. So I'm glad that we are learning and we are using the golden rule in ONPASSIVE, because that's what it's built on.
Thank you,
Welcome.
Mel. Appreciate that. Cynthia, do you want to try again unmuting? If so, go ahead. Oops, there went the picture. See if you can unmute without the picture on. Unmute, s'il vous plaît. Okay. Okay, Cynthia, we will come back to you. We're not going anywhere for a while, so hang tough, work on your sound a little bit, and let's go to Diane. Hello, Diane. Welcome. Unmute and bring it.
There you go. Unmuted.
All right, you are. You're loud and clear.
Well, the golden rule, we are self-employed, you know. This is what I think that we have to recognize as ONPASSIVians, is we're like self-employed people. So we will benefit from applying the golden rule to our business. We don't find that.
So many businesses are all about the cash, you know, and
yeah,
instead of the ONPASSIVE way, which is helping our fellow man, uplifting humanity. What a difference! What a business plan Ash has had. And
ONPASSIVE with heart, like that's what sold me, is with heart.
Yeah,
that's for sure. Yeah, I agree with that 100%. And
yeah,
there'll be more and more people that will see that now that we're going to be really going viral here. So many, there'll be millions, there'll be tens of millions, and that's just my prediction. But I'm usually, I don't know about spot on, but I'm usually, you know, pretty close to what reality is. And I really feel deep in my heart that once this thing hits countries it's not in, hits countries that there's maybe 10 people that are in ONPASSIVE, where there's 4 or 5 million people that are available because they're on the internet, I think it's going to explode, and I think it's going to be good for all of us. Mm-hmm. And I've maintained that from the start, and I still maintain that. And as we get closer to the next version, which is going to be Saturday in just 2 days, we're in a very, very good spot. And the fact that those of us who are in OConnect are going to be part of the global pool beneficiaries, I think that's a good way to put it. It's good stuff. And quite frankly, I don't care whether we get 1 or 10. It's just the idea of sharing is caring. And once again, here we go. ONPASSIVE is sharing with the founding member affiliates. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. It's the golden rule at work, what it is. So that's enough from me. Let's see. Any other hand? No other hands. Greg, do you want to hop on board? Oh, hop on board then.
Okay, then. Hello, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nice to see everyone here tonight. And I can't read the actual bottom one very well. Diana McLeod?
Michaud, right? Did I say that right, Diane? Michaud. Okay.
Michaud? Oh, okay. Nice to see you. Everybody that's here, nice to see you. This subject here. Wow. Actually, to be quite honest with you, Melanie, she brought out just a little bit of all this stuff. And everybody looks at the golden rule in another way. I mean, the golden rule of business. Well, everybody has their own opinion what that was going to be. Some people fall in the same category probably as me. I think the golden rule of business every day is seeking God first, period. Nothing else. And then go on from there. I remember the second golden rule that I thought, this is pretty interesting. But to be quite honest, if I tell you what I say, can you tell me who said it?
Yeah.
Just do that one good thing for your business every day.
Ash Mafar, were you kidding? Oh, I didn't raise my hand. Sorry.
That's right. You didn't raise your hand, brother.
Disqualified.
I always get disqualified. I'm not supposed to answer anything. All right.
I'll let you go. Good job. Okay, so does anybody else here recall that? No? Really? Anybody in the back chat recall that?
Raise your hand here if you recall Ash saying that. Do one good thing for your business every day. You've heard that, right, you guys? Yep. Pat has.
Okay, so anyway, I've been, as you all know, well, maybe not everybody knows, but I know that Lynn and Rob both know that I've been very busy, and a lot of people do as well here, that I've been really busy and trying to do too many things at one time, and that's just hard to do. And so I was looking at these one good things you got to do, and I was thinking about Ash, and today, I'll share this with you. I finally got, and I cannot believe, with a bunch of snow on the ground, I finally got my ROA, which is right-of-way permit, passed, and that's a big thing, especially with dealing with the county here in Skagit County, Washington State.
Yes.
So
good stuff.
I'm real happy about that. So I forgot where I was leading this to, but I was thinking about Ash. That's what it was. I was thinking about Ash, the things that he's going through to get the permits for 200 countries, and going. I mean, I'm just going, nah. I don't care if you have 10 people behind you, and he probably does have at least 10 lawyers. But the guy that I'm working with, he has 5 lawyers, and this is a big company that just by himself, and that I'm helping as a childhood friend to get this done. So it's a big deal to me. But I keep thinking of all the stuff that he's handling, and then I start thinking, and I think that's a lot. But now to think about what Ash is handling, and what does he make the golden rule of him? If you were to ask him that question, I wonder, the golden rule of business, what would he say again? Would you think he'd say the same thing? I don't know. This is what he's doing now around the world. It's just taking some real major. I don't know how he gets through it. To be quite honest with you, he's younger. I mean, I can't do it at my age. It's just too much stress. So, but anyway, the golden rule of business, it can go in all kinds of directions. Daryl had one, or Don Schreihart had one that I thought, yeah, for sure. Melanie had one. Everybody has their idea what the golden rule of business is, and I think we all agree on a lot of them. I mean, they're all positive, right? It should be.
Every one of them.
Yeah. Well, I love you. I'll stop my time right now and let somebody else get in there, and you may have something to say.
All right, let's go to Carmela Schwartz. Come in, Israel. Check. 1 2 1 2. Check.
Carmela.
The golden rule, in my opinion, is to be honest with your people and do the best to help them if you can, and to bring them to the top with you. Because when I was working in the municipality, people didn't help you. They would put you down just to bring themselves up. And this is not what we are wanted here. We want to help each other to grow up with us. We want the universe to be a better place. We want to send away all the evil and to see people smiling, whatever they are, what language they speak, what country they are, what the religion they are. It doesn't matter. We want them all. We don't make any difference. And we want them to be positive and good persons.
Without
That is my
prejudice.
opinion.
Without prejudice, I might add.
Yeah.
If that's
Yes,
possible.
that's it.
All right. Thank you, Miss Schwartz, Miss Fire herself. And let's go to Dorothy. Dorothy, go ahead, Pat.
Rob, yesterday I thought I heard you say something about Captain Chris Johnson, and that he was visiting with people in Africa. And I thought, does his RV have oars on it?
Did I say Africa? I meant to say Michigan. I
Oh,
said
okay.
Africa. Anything's possible, man. You have to realize you're dealing with someone that's probably demented here. And I just don't know the level yet, because there's not a doctor on the planet wants to talk to me about my dementia. But I know I got it. What happened today? Let's see, the keys. I couldn't find the keys. We were in the car driving, and I couldn't find the keys. They were right there, sitting next to me. And then I left, got out of the car, and had the keys attached to my belt buckle, and I couldn't find the damn keys again. So that's, I'm sorry, darn keys. So I'm 0 for 2 today on this key thing. So yeah,
that sounds like a typical day.
Oh, that's, if only you knew. And
Looking for my glasses, and they're on my face, you know.
hey, this crowd is definitely in that age group.
Oh my
So
gosh.
if I said Africa, the only one in Africa that I know of that's traveling is Charles Osang, and I don't even know if he's still there.
Back. He's back home.
He's back. Okay, he was traveling in Africa to the different countries.
Well, I was thinking too that, you know, the RV that Chris bought, I think it's a brand new one, and I'm sure it's got all sorts of features on it. I just didn't know that they made boats out of them too.
Well, they do have ones that float now, according to Chris.
Do they?
They do amphibians, yeah.
He finally figured out how to turn the heater on. So he was
Cool.
in 10 and 12 degree temperature with blankets. So today he had the heater on, I guess. And you'll be happy. All of you will be happy to know he got a shower tonight.
Oh.
I had to call him. He says, Rob, I'm driving. I can't talk to you. I said, look, Chris, you're complaining you smell. Your dog can't stand the stench. Stop at the next truck stop. There's Loves, there's 76s, there's TSAs. Trust me. Stop at the truck stop, buy your fuel there. You'll get a free shower. Oh, yeah, Chris, and you can do it twice a day if you want. So anyway, he stopped tonight. Tonight he's in Tennessee at a Love's truck stop. And he said, well, the line's long. I said, Chris, I don't care how long the line is. The smell is longer than the line. So take a shower. So I believe he got a shower, nice hot shower. The food at the Love's truck stops is very good. It's edible. It's not hospital food, so you don't gag. It's good food. So I think he's feeling pretty good about things tonight. I didn't hear back from him after he texted me and said, hey, thanks for the tip. Well, truck stops are nice. They're safe. They have security, so he'll be fine.
That's good for him to know, because he's going to travel all around the nation.
If he's traveling the whole nation, there's truck stops every 10 to 15 miles.
Oh.
So there's no reason for him to go unbathed ever again. At least while he's driving his vehicle
plus
around.
It's a good place to rest and be safe.
I'll have to
Yeah.
remember that
Yeah,
when we
truck
rent
stops
our
are
RV
very
and
safe.
travel all over the United States, and have a driver with us. And that's one of my dreams, is to rent an RV and just have somebody else do all the driving for us and just go all over the United States, because there's a lot of things I haven't seen in this country,
Yeah,
and I'd
me too.
love to see them.
Well, I hear you're
That's
a
where
big
my
tipper, and I'm a professional driver, so I may be your guy.
Hey, there we go. Sounds good to me.
Swing by and pick me up, guys.
Oh, we could have one heck of a party, man. We could get an 80-seat
I'm
bus.
coming too.
Israel, we're going to. That's a long.
Well, I hear you're all big. You're all going to be
a
big
flight.
tippers, so hey, let's do it. Forget
Come to
about
my
the
house,
food.
Carmela.
We will we'll grab Armin, so we got some humor going, and
You'll have to buy a bus.
no problem. I'm going to get a loan from this one over here. She's going to loan me the down payment. I'll have to make the darn payments, but she'll loan me the down payment, will you?
Sure.
Oh, that didn't sound very convincing. Maybe she'll loan me the down payment. Maybe. At any rate, this is all in good fun. And so Chris is a clean, happy guy tonight. And he's got in his motor, he spent $100,000 or whatever he spent on a motorhome. You'd like to have heat?
$100,000.
Well, I
Try
don't know.
$300,000.
Well, I don't know if he spent 300, but
Oh yeah, you betcha. We have one. You bet.
you have one?
That one that he's driving is $250,000 approximately. Unless
Now
they've
that's
gone up
a-
even more, because
that's a
when
heck
Dad
of a
bought
check
his,
to
it was
write.
200,000 or
Oh.
close to 200,
Well,
around
excuse
200,000.
me. Well, you
And
better
ours
stop
isn't
here
as
and
nice
pick
as
me
that
up.
one.
I want to ride.
Yeah, no, they're not cheap.
Wow.
They're not cheap.
I know
Well,
they
I'm-
suck some gas down and some diesel fuel. So.
And if it's a diesel, it's $60,000 more, $50,000 to $60,000 more from a diesel to a gas, depending on what you want. Because that's why Dad didn't get the diesel, and he was kicking himself because he said, "I wished I would have spent that extra $50,000 to get the diesel, because the amount of money he's paid on gas, insane."
The diesel.
So he's kicking himself. He actually went back. He said to get a diesel just to
Good
look
for
into
him.
it. Yeah, crazy.
Well, I apologize for getting off the subject. I know we need to get back to the golden rule, but I just thought I'd bring in a little bit of humor.
Well, the golden
Oh,
rule
that's
is you're going
awesome.
to take care of me, and I'll drive you around the country. No problem.
There we go. Sounds good.
All right, let's go to Mel before I get another elbow
Okay,
here.
but first let's take a screenshot. Well, we have.
All right,
we got
let's do a screenshot.
12 of us here, not too shabby.
Okay.
Seidel and Carmela and Juanita, if you want to be in the picture, you gotta turn your camera on, please.
But either way is fine.
Either way, if not, you won't be. It's okay.
All right, this is an action shot. No frowning.
Okay, what do you tell them to do? Make signs, gestures.
Yeah, any sort of a gesture you want to make other than the middle finger is good.
Okay.
All right, on the count. 3, 2, 1.
Wait, sorry. Okay. 3, 2, we count again. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay.
Oh my goodness. This counting from 3 to 1 or 1 to 3 is really getting to be a chore here.
Good job, you guys. I'll put it in the chat.
And it'll be in the chat, and it's a good memory. Very good memory for everybody.
Thank you, guys. I love and leave you. I have to fly.
Oh.
All right.
It's
Bye,
7.
See you on,
Okay.
see you on the flip.
Bye.
Yes.
See
See you on the flip.
Bye, Karina. Have a good night.
All right. I see. It looks like Mel's up next. Go ahead, Mel.
Okay, Pat, I was going to Pat. When somebody says something that it is part of the subject, because Chris is on passive, he's in on passive, and he's doing what we were making joke about in the beginning, right?
Right.
In the beginning, I remember I had mentioned, and a few of us had mentioned, a big long bus where we can sing aloud because we are happy we have apples, and we are going around the country from state to state, from Canada to the US. There is Chris starting it up with us, for us. So it's part of the golden rule in a way where he's taking on passive. He believes so much in on passive that he's taking it to the road. And I mean, there's more to follow. And you're right about the African. It's not a country, but his first guest, she's in ONPASSIVE, and her name is Grace. And I was watching her video yesterday with Chris. I think yesterday or 2 days ago, one-on-one with Chris. I don't know if you guys saw that. It was very interesting, and
Grace.
he hooked it up in his RV, and then he was interviewing her, and then there were people in the attendees in YouTube following, and I find that was a good thing, and I say, wow, look at that. And he's questioning her, and then people are, giving the funds up and all of those things while he's interviewing her from his RV. So there goes integrity, because he believes so much in the business. I mean, he's not the only one, but that's the first example. And then she was the first one who signed this guest book, the first one he met. And she's 20 minutes down from where he lives. I was following it 2 days ago. So it's part of the golden rules in a way, because he believes in integrity. He trusts the company. That's why he's taking it to the road. As one-on-one with Chris. I even gave him a name. I said, can you name the business one-on-one? Live with Chris on the road, something like that, So yeah, it's still part of the golden rule to me.
Cool.
So you're not straying off the subject.
Thank you, Melanie.
You're welcome.
Good stuff all the way around. I think now might be a good time for Mr. Barilla to take us on a bicycle ride.
Yeah, I think so too. I hope so.
Everybody stay muted so that the camera will stay on
Johnny.
John, okay? Stay muted.
Is Carmela around still?
And don't forget to do the blue button, the blue speaker button.
Yeah. Where did Carmela go? Hey, Schwartzy, are you here?
I'm here to hear.
All right. Here. Okay, so okay. This is a request by Carmela Schwartz, and it is a song called Bicycle Race, and it's by Queen, and I think was Freddie Mercury their lead singer? I'm trying to think. I think so, but anyway, it's interesting. It's not very typical thing that you would think I'd be doing with karaoke, and I was surprised that I found it, and it even has Queen singing along with me. So, and I'm going to put my speaker on my lap, because I don't know if you folks have problem, but I've noticed a couple of times recently in other places that I've heard myself sing later or whatever, that sometimes the music is nowhere near how loud I'm singing, and the music is kind of like, and I sang in one place, and literally after I finished, they went, "That's great. Didn't hear any music though." And I went, "That's odd." So I hope you folks have been hearing music when I sing every night. But at any rate, just because Queen actually sings in this too, I've got it up on my lap because it'll be closer to my phone rather than on the floor. That might be the problem. I don't know, but hopefully you'll be able to hear the music as well as me. So here we go with Bicycle Race by Queen. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Of course, it's doing a little buffering. So that's not us buffering. That's the computer I have buffering, and it went into the music and it wasn't ready to go yet. So I have to, it's the first time this has happened. But anyway, I gotta make sure we're at the beginning and the song already started. So I'm going to get it back to 0 if I can. Did I do it? Let's see. Oh, well, it's 2 seconds into it. Well, let's see. Hold on a second. Bear with me for a second, folks. I'll get it. Oh, man. I'll get it. All right, here we go.
Hey, woohoo! That's a rock song, right?
Yeah, well, yes, it is a rock song. Yeah, sure.
John, you did it excellent. I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yay,
All
John.
right. So what's next up?
Fooled myself because I thought, wait a minute, is this a shorter version? Because I saw a shorter version of it, and then I realized that no, it's got this break where they ring these little bicycle. You can hardly hear it. Little bicycle bells, and I went, oh no, it's not over. That's the bicycle bells. So it actually made for more fun, though.
Good stuff, John. I mean, you're a trooper, as they say in the business. Thank you.
Right on.
Appreciate it. We're going to Mel. Mel.
I just want to say, John, A for effort, because I don't know whose mom did not give them a bicycle. Oh my God. A for effort, honestly, in this song. That's it.
Thank you.
All right, Mel. Thank you. Now we're at 63, which is good. We're hovering at the 60 mark, which is nice. And in the chat, we'd like to mention a few of the chats, if we could.
Okay.
And they heard the music.
Okay, and Chris was nice enough to place the lyrics. Chris Tizan put the lyrics in for the song. That's pretty cool. And Charlie Ellis says, I want to be in the picture. You can come down, Charlie. Is this him? No, it's Mohammed Ashraf Ansari. Charlie, all you got to do is request to be a speaker. Click that.
Yeah, if you have that icon, Charlie, on the bottom of the page on the attendee list.
Yeah, we can take another picture.
Just click on it and we'll take another picture.
Yeah, no problem. And Jillian says, I like that song. She gave you a thumbs up.
All right.
And we have Kathia Payan using an emoji of somebody riding a bicycle. That's really cute.
Did you notice, Rob, the Vietnam era references to Watergate and Vietnam? My goodness.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Queen was really tuned into what was going on back then, I'll tell you. Queen was, yeah, they were good.
Charlie Ellis says, good job, John. And Michael Chatta says, very nice, John Barilla, of course, with emojis, right? And Kathy Payan says, I found this song when my daycare did the bike-a-thon for St. Jude's.
And my dad, here we go with another Rob story, but my dad, when my boys in Tampa, they went to the Hillel school, the Jewish day school there. My dad was in charge of the bike-a-thon, which is how they raised money. And the bike-a-thon, I now remember, this is going back, oh my goodness, 40 years or so. And I remember this, that song played back in the 70s. And the Paul Gorman bike-a-thon still goes on today now, 50 years later, in his memory. And that's how they raise money for the day school.
And some of the lyrics are a little bit not off color, but everything from fat bottom girls, just the references. And actually, I dropped out. There's a section in there where it mentions Jesus. I didn't even sing that. So it's a pretty bizarre song. Interesting.
Jillian says she has clapping emojis and she has bicycle emojis and music notes. And she says, John. And Angela Lalande said, okay, John, interesting. And Kathia says, we heard the music. Patricia Green says, thank you, John Barilla, for the bicycle song. Loved it.
I think I'm gonna have the speaker up on my lap more often, because I realize that don't just want to hear me singing. You want to hear the music in the background, especially if it's good. There's a lot of these orchestrations that I'm finding it's good music. So I think the fact that I had it on the floor was making the music a little bit too soft, some of the songs.
Oh, that makes sense now.
Yeah, that was good.
Mel says, A for effort, John. Armin says, that was a tough song to sing. So great stuff. Trooper Barilla. And Chris says, thanks, Irena, for putting in the lyrics. Irena did it. Sorry. Thank you, Irena, for that. I was screen recording and I enjoyed it. Wow, John, A for effort. And we have Angela Lalande. She says, awesome, Rob. Oh, I thought you were talking about you.
No, ain't nothing awesome about me. What are you kidding?
I don't know what they read that. Robert Rioja says, great. Thank you, John. And yeah, thank you, you guys.
I have a little little anecdote about when I was working on this. I guess because it's a rock song, I don't know, but you go to YouTube, and you search around, you find the song you want. You might even be able to find one where you could, if you don't know it that well, you could listen to the song itself by Queen or whoever else might sing it. And as I was looking around, below the videos, if you scroll down, you'll see like references to other songs, even some of the songs that I've already sung, since the computer, the algorithm pick up on what I've been liking or listening to, and they'll be there. And as I scrolled down just earlier today to look at the other choices, the other songs down below, and I suddenly saw a thumbnail, the pictures of the people singing. I see like, just Glenn Campbell, some of the people I've sung already tonight, and before. And then all of a sudden, one of the thumbnails had, and this is really, I went, what the? It had a thumbnail, and in the picture it said it was a mix. In other words, it was more than one song in this, if you would click on it on YouTube. But guess what the thumbnail was? It was a picture, a photograph of me and my band. I'm serious now. Back in 1966, I think, somewhere around there. The rock band that I played with, the band I had, for whatever reason, there must be something, a record or something on YouTube, and there was my picture. For whatever reason, it was this black and white photo of, it looked like the Dave Clark Five. Five guys. I was standing next to my little portable organ, like the player from the Dave Clark Five standing up. I went, what the heck is that, and how did it get there? But it was there, and that was very bizarre.
What was the name of your band, so I can look it up?
We were called, I don't know if you look up the band whether it'll come up, but we were called the Futuras, but we went by like the Fabulous Futuras. But basically it was called we were called the Futuras. And I think maybe if you just actually I know what's there, and it's not great. Someone posted it's like a scratchy version of a record that we tried to promote way back when. And, instead of having it cleaned up or something, they probably just put it on YouTube from the old 45 or something. And it's not great. But if you want to listen to it to be amused, if you probably looked up cry, the word cry, it probably would come up more obviously than if you put Futuras, because I don't know if our name, I have no idea if our name is on YouTube there, but probably the name of the record, Cry, would be on there. So anyway, I just found it amusing that we would even show up there. I also might mention that I had a character for, over 10 years on Sesame Street. Very small little character, a little short animations. Some of them were only a minute long. Some were 3 minutes long. And it was this little inspector guy called the Inspector. And one day, same thing, one day on YouTube, I came across where people who used to watch as a kid, somewhere on a YouTube site, they post things about Sesame Street. And sure enough, there was this little thing about the Inspector. And so there were all of these people who were now adults talking about this character, which was so slight. I mean, I didn't even really get a credit, like John Barillo's the Inspector. It just would show up on Sesame Street whenever they needed to fill a 10-second spot, a 30-second spot. They used it over and over again, the character, for like a 10 or 12-year period. Okay, so these people were going, hey, I used to love this little guy. And I'm thinking, people actually remember this character I did? It's really a short thing. It's so amazing. So YouTube's a pretty amazing place sometimes with what it'll pick up, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I'll shut up. I'm sorry.
Now, wait a minute. The Futuras, that rings a bell with me. You were an actual group that recorded?
Well, we recorded, but we didn't have a hit. We didn't have hits. Like it played in my tri-state area on some radio stations, but it wasn't like a big hit that was out there in the world or anything like that. We never quite got that far. But I don't know. You could have heard it somewhere, but I don't think so. It's on YouTube, though, I think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
All right.
I haven't looked it up yet, but I see the picture, so I'm sure that it says like mixed, and I see there's other songs. So it's part of if you find it on YouTube, it's part of like a mix of songs or something like that. Like I said, it's pretty scratchy, so it's not the greatest recording, but it's there. And me singing it at 16 years old or however old I was. So.
All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. I see Charlie Ellis has joined us. Lynn was going to take another picture before we go, but let's hear from Mel first. Mel, on mute.
No, it's nothing much. I was just going to tell John, it's interesting to reminisce of the time. So if you see a picture showed up, maybe just try right-clicking and save it as an image, and then you can tweak it with some nice and beautiful things. You can do that. Just right-click and save it as an image. It goes to your files, and you can use it to do whatever, tweak it around.
Yeah, I should try to clean the record. You know, I could probably clean that record up somehow, or get a friend that has a recording thing and it up, because I don't even own a copy of the record myself. So
yeah. They can do some good things with old records, with old songs and everything like. So you can do that. I can't do it, but
you did excellent. You put a smile on my face. I love this song. I used to sing it every morning.
What, the bicycle song?
Yes. I ride on my bicycle and I sing it.
Okay. Still though, we're gonna get
nowhere but RobLynnLive does this happen.
Believe me.
I googled the song, and I don't know if that's the right one though. When you were saying to Google it, it says "Cry," Ronnie D. Is that Cry? And it says Ronnie.
It's the Queen.
And it says Ronnie D.
This is the one.
Not the
it's
bicycle.
A very old song.
It's not the bicycle. I was talking about Cry.
Something else. Sorry.
The one he's talking about, yeah.
All right.
It says Ronnie D. I'm not sure if the same one, but I googled Cry 1966 just to see what came up, and two things came up with Cry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Mel. Let's go to Greg Hill.
Welcome.
Go ahead, Greg.
Oh, I just wanted to say, of course, being a musician for the 40 plus years I was, and I was in rock bands and gospel bands and, country and western bands and all kinds of bands. Anyway, I never really, since I really enjoyed playing the instruments more than I did singing, and I never really, lots of times, never listened to the words real closely. I was more interested in making sure these three fingers on this left hand, which when you went peace, it didn't look so good. However, as John was singing this song, I'm thinking, I never heard those words yet. I'm going to have to go back. Now I can see, because when you look back in time and I remember that song when it came out, I want to ride my bicycle. And it's like, oh my gosh, what is this about? However, the words now, it's interesting how they reflect on the days that we are in. And it's not just this song, to a lot of songs. But it's very interesting. That's all. I just wanted to say that. And thank you, John, for doing that. That's not easy to do what you do. I understand. And the thing that's really important to me is that you're doing it because this is something you like to do. And this is something I enjoy listening to and seeing it's not just your singing, but it's your character. And that's the part that I enjoy you portraying, because that's really important as well.
Way back when I did play as a young guy, one of the things I really liked about our band was we didn't just do rock and roll. We played everything. And we worked, we played clubs, but we played weddings like, crazy, because you made a lot of money working weddings, and we played everything from polkas to standards to waltzes to rock and roll. We could do anything. And we were, we were nobody, but except in a certain area. And we were pretty well known, you know. But I'm telling you, I really enjoyed it, and I like the fact that we played all kinds of music, you know. So
yeah, that's a good thing.
It's a memory for me.
Being diverse in music is what brings a lot of joy to a person, and being able to do those things because it's a different experience singing a different style of song, or you know, I mean, it's a totally different thing to experience that. So, and tonight experiencing what you did, I really enjoyed it, and I have to really hand it off.
Well, I was wondering how people were going to react. You know, when Carmela asked for that song, I'm like, really? Okay, well, all right. Then I was checking it out, and I'm thinking, like, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it the best I can. What the heck? It'll be fun. And I was wondering, how are people going to react to it? Because I'm singing a lot different style. You know, I'm doing more American classics or traditional American classics.
Great entertainment. You don't get, let me tell you something. We're not getting great entertainment like this anywhere else.
Okay, but I think people did have fun listening to it. You know.
Oh yes, and not just listening, but watching you perform that. That's also a part of that as well. You know, you have to keep your composure because I know how that can go.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, I really enjoyed that, and I know everybody else did in lots of ways. And it's this family here at RobLynnLive, it's not like the 360s or the other. It's totally different, and they're catching on, and they're going to catch on to this. I love it.
I you know, as a professional, I get to sing in a musical or whatever, but it's been a while since I can just sing a song and express myself. And
that's good.
Like I used to do some cabaret performances. Right. It's making me think, you know, I'm going to get back and I'm going to get in, like my area right here in New York, and even in my neighborhood, there's a lot of nice cabaret bars, and you know, I'm going to go back and see if I can't, you know, do a little singing, a little solo singing thing, get somebody to accompany me, maybe a little trio or something like that. You know, I figure I've done that for a while, but that makes me feel good when people enjoy just me singing or what you do as an actor, as a singer, you know. Anyway, thank you very much.
Well, Chris Giazone found it. Cry by the Futurists, 1965, and the link is posted top left. There you go.
Right.
Wow, I'm going to have to clean up that recording, because if people listen to that recording, I know it's scratchy and weird.
You want to say it anyway?
Hey, wait a minute. RobLynnLive is real. We're the facts, nothing but the truth. So we're going to listen to the scratchy version. What do you think of that?
Shall we listen to it just for fun?
Oh, we can hear the scratchy version. I'm not proud. I don't mind. I mean, you know.
We're getting ready to listen to it right now, Jared.
I wrote the song, and it's kind of a, you know, it's not a it's not a love song. It's about, you know, getting back at a lady that maybe did you wrong. Talks about, I cried, now it's your turn to cry. And the thing that's funny about it is, if you go back to people that I went to high school with, for example, even now, you know, because I have a lot of Facebook friends that are from the old days in my high school class and all that stuff. And anyway, when we would play, like for school dances and such, or whatever, maybe we'd be in a club and a lot of our kids in school would be there. They loved this song. It's a slow song, and they would slow dance to it, you know, couples and whatever. And I'm thinking, this is like an anti-love song. It's like, you know, oh, I love that song, cry, but it's not a happy love song. It's you know, it's getting even with the lady that did you wrong. I just think that's weird. What was I thinking of when I wrote it anyway?
I don't know. We're getting ready to hear it, though, right now. Here we go. Play it, Lynn.
Okay, here we go. Everybody keep muted. And then I think you might have to enable the sound if you're an attendee. So look for that button to start the sound going.
Whoa! Look out now. Yep. who's the keyboard?
Now you see that photo right there, the second photo? That was the core band that actually made the record. You'll notice that there's two photographs there and two different guitar, the guitar players, the bass player is different and the lead guitar player is different. This five right here, the five that's in that second photo where where I'm standing by the organ, is the group that made that record. We had the three guys, you notice, the drummer, the sax player, and myself. We were the core of the group through a period of years, but we always seemed to have a couple of the guitar players changed here and there over the period of time. I mean, that happens in a lot of groups, of course. So I just wanted to mention that. Those pictures show the guitar players. Well, actually, the guitar player is the same in both pictures, but what the bass player is different. In fact, two of those folks aren't with us anymore. The drummer's still with us. The sax player's still with us. And, of course, I'm still with us. And I would mention that, how'd you like that sax and organ solo? No. Anyway, in that photograph, you see me with what's called a cordovox. It's not an accordion. It looks like an accordion, but it's actually an instrument that is almost like an organ, but it is built like an accordion, but it has a lot of imitative sounds. It's like a precursor to the synthesizers that I had, which you could play it like an accordion or you could play it like an organ. So a lot of the times I would put it down on a stand and play it like an organ, or I could pick it up and play it like an accordion, and it still sounded like an organ. Of course, on this record, though, I'm playing the Hammond B3 double keyboard organ when we made the recording. And of course, I had organs. It depends.
What was the name of the instrument, John? The instrument, what's it called?
It's called a cordovox.
How do you spell that?
Cordovox, cordovox. Like I said, it has the physical structure of an accordion, but it's hooked up to an amplifier and what would I call it? It's like whatever you have when you have an organ. My mind's going blank. But at any rate, that's what made all the sounds. So it was 3 different pieces. And it was it was a lot easier than carrying an organ. I actually, for a while, took a Hammond B3 organ around to the jobs that we had. You know, that's a big organ, a Hammond B3 with double keyboard and a Leslie speaker unit, which this little instrument here could sound just like that without having to have a huge, this is back when we had roadies and all that stuff. We had to carry our own equipment, so to speak, So that could go on and on, but I'll shut up.
I'll tell you what, John.
Yes, sir.
You made I think you made all of our nights here. You may have been the Tin Man, but I'm going to remember you as the Futurist, buddy. Without a doubt.
Well,
Man. And I did hear that group. I don't remember the physical looks of everybody, but the Futurists, I know that name.
Well,
I was from New York.
Our name somewhere. I'm just saying we weren't like a famous band or anything like that. And the thing is, the drummer, myself, and the sax player. Actually, the sax player morphed into a keyboard player. The guy that was the sax player. To me, he was the real musician in the band back then. I mean, I was pretty good, but he was such a musician. He went on. He still plays. He might have stopped now. The guy's he's a year older than me, I believe, 76 years old. Until like very recently, he was still playing in a band in the Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia area in his 70s. And he's still singing, still playing. And the rest of everybody, like I said, the 2 bass guys, well, actually the 2 blonde-haired guys that were guitar players, they're still with us. But the 5 guys that you noticed the second picture, the 5 guys standing there with the look of the Dave Clark 5, all Italians. We were French Staffolino, Greg Ciccarelli, Paul Bonatadabus, Jody Dianabal, and John Barilla. So 5 Italian guys in the fabulous Futuras. Anyway, so it was a lot of fun. I'll also just mention
tonight is going viral. Tonight is going viral right here on RobLynnLive. Good stuff, Barilla.
Pretty good harmony. You got to admit, pretty good harmony.
Oh, the sound was great. Scratchy or not, I mean, you guys could sing. For sure.
No, we were talented. I'm not, we just didn't hit it big. And I'll tell you something. A lot of it is one of these kind of things. We were young guys. We were still in school. And at some point, I had no intention of continuing with this band. I knew from early on that I'm going to school, I'm going to study theater, I want to be an actor, and I'm going to college. And most of the guys in that band, the drummer, he went off to Notre Dame. Well, everybody went off to college essentially. But like I said, the guy that played the sax, he did go to college, but the guy that played the sax, he never stopped playing. You know, he never stopped playing in bands his entire life. And he was in some pretty good bands too, not just our band. But anyway, just lots of fun to think of those guys. And
exciting, man.
Still communicate with the two blonde-haired guitar players that weren't in the record, but with the sax player and the drummer, still communicate with them all the time, very close to them. So just an interesting thing, you know.
Okay, and let's see. Melanie wrote something in the chat. She says, Mel says, John, you could probably get the rest of you who are still here to do a remake of that same song. You just never know. If ONPASSIVians are going cross country, you could well be doing a live with them. Just hook up and see how it goes with them and you. And Latoya says, that is a quintessential breakup song. Amazing harmony. So Latoya loved it as well. And we have Irena saying, truly amazing, John. Chris Tuazon says, quarter box. Gosh, this is my first time to see this instrument. Same with me. I never heard of it. And Jillian says, awesome, John. We have Latoya saying, wow, John, you wrote that? You certainly did, right? You wrote it.
Ah.
That's amazing. Michael Chatta says, very cool, John Barilla, traveling back in time. And Sina says, awesome, Brother John. And Angela Lalande says, awesome, John. Chris says, there you go. There's a young John playing the piano. It's so nice. Lots of people were happy to hear that. They enjoyed it, John.
That's really nice. I really had no idea that we would do anything like this. Like I told you, I saw that on the YouTube and I had to mention it. You know, I had no idea we'd be playing a record. Oh God, we're not going to hear that record, are we? You know.
But the song itself was just beautiful. It doesn't matter that the sound quality wasn't good. You could tell it was a good song and the harmony was good. And in fact, Angela Lalande says the harmony was beautiful.
Yeah, we could sing. I mean, and we've sang a lot of songs with harmony, of course, and we were a great cover band because, you know, back in those days, well, even today, if you were like a garage band and you played a lot of clubs, you played all over the place. Well, you didn't just do we only had how many songs could you have if you're not making records? So you cover other groups' songs, and we could cover a lot of bands. And I thought sometimes we'd do a better version than some of the guys some of the big stars that had their songs. But at any rate, some of them, we do a very respectable version of their songs. So we were good singers, good harmony guys. I mean, you know, that's why I say it's one of those things where you either hit something all the way and you stick with it, or like I said, I just knew that I wanted to be. I still use all my talent in my music and singing as an singer. It's just that I didn't want to be. And sometimes I do regret it. Sometimes I think like, why didn't you stick with that? I think I mentioned to you, Lynn, not long ago about how I've been in the city here for a while, and I did used to do some cabaret singing. And I said, you know what? I don't know what it is. I haven't done that in years. And I can do that. Of course, I'm older now, but I could do that, you know. And you don't know, in life, all of us make choices. What do we pursue? What do you stick with? What do you really aim for? And I think back sometimes, some of the things that I had ability and talent in that I could have been more interested in. I don't know how to put it any other way. It's not that I wasn't interested in it, but like I said, I knew all along when I was playing in the band that I was only going to go so far with it. And maybe if we'd have had a big hit, I might have changed my mind. But I'm just saying, you know, I knew I was going to go on, study to be in theater, be an actor, be a singer, but not playing in the band. And sometimes I think, well, you know, maybe you shouldn't have made that. You should have left it open. You know, I could have left it open. And that's what I question sometimes. Gee, I wonder why I didn't do more of that, you know? Anyway, because I know performers other actor singers that do musical theater and all this, right? And they still play in bands, or like I said, perform in a club act in a lot of these clubs. And for some reason, I just kind of morphed away from it. And maybe it's because I just stayed doing a lot of stage work and theater work and, whatever. I have no idea exactly. But when a night like this, my goodness, sometimes I go, wow, man, why didn't you stick with it?
Yeah. But what a memory, John. And I'll never forget this night tonight. I mean, this is right down memory lane. This is 65. I remember my first girlfriend in 65 named Susan. Woo! And she dropped me like a hot potato. So I probably would have sang that song to her.
Well, like I said before, a lot of the folks in our area, whatever, and places where we played, and they'd do the slow dance together, and like I said, I kept thinking like, yeah, but it's not I appreciated that they liked it and sang it, but I always think it was so funny to say, I love that song. I think, yeah, I know, but look what it's about. Just bizarre, interesting.
Good stuff, John. Good stuff all the way around. And the comments in the chat, John, will blow you away. Lynn took pictures of everything. She'll send them to you. Wow.
Well, mentioning this to the other guys that are still with us, like I said, that we had this little evening, and people really appreciated the song the record that they were involved with me. So,
you'll have to let them know.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. I'm going to tell them. We talk about it. Not only that, I'm just going to mention this, not going to mention a name, but we often felt, this is years later, in the area where we live, Pittsburgh, Wheeling, West Virginia, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Ohio. I lived in Steubenville, Ohio, and we played in a wide area most of the time when we played in clubs and wherever we might get jobs, and we got a lot of jobs. And we recorded this record. We tried to do a little something with it. It did play in some places. Not long after we made that effort, a record came out in the area, was played in a lot of Pittsburgh, because Pittsburgh, big city, Pittsburgh radio stations. And I'm not going to mention the name of the band nor the song, but the chord structure is exactly the same. And it's not exactly the same, but if you listen to that song, it's made after our record. If you listen to that song that I'm not going to mention the name, they ripped us off, and we never did anything about it. And we probably could have, because for one thing, I'm pretty sure it was recorded in the same recording studio that we recorded our song. And my father, who actually managed our group for a while, he actually felt that they probably just ripped it off. The people in the recording studio let this band have access to our song, and then they wrote their song. And there's no way I could prove that, except that it's something that all of us that were part of that song, we have that memory, and we never did anything about it. And I probably could have sued them because I got the copyright for the song, So who knows?
All right, we're going to go to a few of the hands. We really hadn't planned to stay past 10, but I don't care if we go till midnight at this point. I'm awake. I'm ready to rock and roll, brother. Go ahead, Mel. I think you were. Did you pin them? Is it Don first?
It's never in order. You can't pin in this order.
Okay.
So there's Mel, Pat, and Don. So who was first?
Who was first in that group?
Whoever's first, unmute and go and speak.
And if you weren't first, just go ahead anyway.
I like
go ahead, Mel.
Go ahead, Mel.
John, honestly, this your classic. Listening to you all the time, like even how you present yourself. And when as I said, my fans, I'm a big fan of they are dead now. I don't know if the other one is dead, but Frank Sinatra and Tony Bennett. Oh, yeah, those guys, they're classic. The way they dress, the way they sang, and you're like them, kind of. That song, when you listen to it, the oldie goldies. I don't know if anybody used to listen to oldie goldies on a Sunday afternoon. That song fits well right in there. I was a young child, and I used to run to get a piece of paper at the time to write the words down. And if I miss one line, I would copy, I would listen to it the next Sunday, because every Sunday afternoon back home, we have oldie goldies. which one of the song you sang tonight. I mean, In That Man, that's an oldie goldie song. You know, the song of that era. And people love listening to songs like that because, you know, too many times we hear the raps, we hear the, you know, all these songs that you can't make sense of it. But these are classic songs that are sung slow and nice. And people would have loved to listen to that. So honestly, I mean it from my heart. Get the guys, try to get them together. You never know where that song hits. You never know. It's always good to start something so somebody else follows. Just never know.
You already got a manager. She's ready to manage you guys. You don't have to look for a manager.
I'm not a producer.
And she's
manager.
25%. Forget this 10% nonsense.
But honestly, it's something that you could probably try doing because it's a sweet song, very nice song.
Yeah, you know the drummer. I don't know if the drummer was the same in both of those photos. Paul Bonatadabus. He actually became a banker and lived in New Orleans. He still lives in New Orleans, and quite successful man. And he's kept the memory more than myself or even the other guys of the band alive. It's like that's the only band he ever played with. He only did it for about 4 years or so. He went off to Notre Dame, like I said. In fact, he's like Mr. Notre Dame. He's actually like the president of Notre Dame's alumni or something like that. Anyhow, but he always talks about when we played in that band, and I mean it's a big thing with him. And recently, on how we communicate on Facebook and different places, or we talk on the phone, and recently. He was putting up something about, he said that there's something happening in our hometown like next year or so next summer or something. I can't remember exactly. And he goes, hey, Futura's reunion, we could play a couple songs, And I'm like, well, who knows? But who knows? I don't know. But you never know. Maybe we'll get together and play a couple songs somewhere someday again. We're all spread out. From Ohio to New York to New Orleans and there's only, like I said, well, actually the two blonde guys who were not in the band, the two Italian guys were in the band when we did, the core of the band that lasted the longest, everything. But those two guys are still with us, like I said, and I think they still play music. And Paul, he can still play the drums. And Jody, like I said, the guy that was a sax player that was still playing until just months ago. He may still be playing. And then there's me. And, so who knows? We might at least, I'm not saying we're getting together as a band, although we could be like old guys, I guess, do something that nobody's ever done. But I think we'll think about, at least, if everybody stays healthy and whatever, to have a reunion, even if it's for one day, because we could certainly work out several songs including that and do it again like that. But who knows? We'll see what happens. But the drummer, if he's got anything to say about Paul, he's like, yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this, and who knows?
My last thing is to bring them to ONPASSIVE. And do you still have the quarter vox? Do you still have the instrument, the quarter vox?
The quarter vox, yes.
Do you still have it?
No, I have an accordion, but I no longer have the quarter vox. The thing about that would be that at some point I kind of morphed to where I was playing just about double keyboard organs and didn't well, I think I did have the quarter vox right up through the end that I played with the band. But after I left the band and then years went on, I think my dad sold it to somebody, is what I can remember. I'm not really sure. But I do think wow, you should have held on to that. I'm sure they still exist. And back then, first of all, an accordion, I don't know if you know this, just a regular accordion these days, a nice, really quality accordion, it cost a lot of money, more than I think when I was a kid, when I purchased my accordion. But the quarter vox, back in the 60s, that instrument cost me like $1,200. And $1,200 back in those days, you know, that was a lot of money for that quarter box. And anyway, I remember that I thought of it as a very valuable thing. I didn't know what it was until my instructor that I studied the accordion with told me about it, and then looked into it. And my dad couldn't afford it. My uncle and my dad went together, and that's how I came and got the quarter box. But
very, very nice. Done. We got
My brother-in-law
hands up.
had
We
an
don't want to.
accordion,
We want to
and
let the
that's
people
how-
with hands up to speak. Okay, we got Pat, Don, and Carmela. So let's go to Pat first. Go
Yeah, I
ahead.
was just closing, Lynn, just telling him that my brother-in-law had an accordion, and it's interesting. You would do well with just a comeback, even if it's not a real record, but something. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, go ahead, Pat Green.
I really enjoyed listening to the music, not only the song you sang tonight, John, but the recording, you know, the thing on YouTube with the group. I really enjoyed that too, and I wanted to say thank you. It kind of reminded me of that song. I used to love to dance to the song Margaritaville.
Oh,
you know, where they got caught cheating on one another, and you know, and it kind of smacked him in, you know, he had to think about it for a little while, let's put it that way. He was looking for something that he already had, you know, and I really enjoyed that song too. And it was, and that song, you know, you were talking about the song you wrote, that it was a love song, and that a breakup song actually, you know, and I'm thinking Margaritaville was kind of like that too. So I used to love to dance to that and listen to that song too. But anyway, I loved everything that everybody said tonight. I really loved being on a passive tonight on, you know, RobLynnLive, but I've got to go. So I wanted to say good night to everybody, and I love you all.
night, Pat. We love you too.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow.
Sounds good.
All right. Sounds good. All right, we have Don Swihart. Come on down. Don.
Hey, John, this is DL. As you know, I grew up in Bridgeport, about 20 miles south of you, where you grew up there in Steubenville. I was just kind of curious if Steubenville still, and you had a chance maybe to, when you was younger, back in the 60s there, to sing at that Italian festival that they usually have up there.
yeah, you know, I don't know if we ever played in Bridgeport, but we played in Wheeling and down in that area a lot. But I'm not sure I ever actually played in Bridgeport.
No, Wheeling's just right across the channel right there from me, so it's like a half a mile. But
Yeah.
I'm just curious. Up in Steubenville, they have the Italian festival in Steubenville. Did you ever get a chance to play there?
Well, yes, you know, they have. Here's the thing: my cousin is the mayor of Steubenville. He's also a guy that they have the fort now. Fort Steuben is a place where they have a park and they have the fort, and they have a lot of festivals there. They have a lot of events. They even have rock concerts there in the summertime. And if we did go back, it would be at one of these events at the fort. Like I said, the drummer's talking about it. This is totally off. We may never do it, but I'm saying the drummer's saying, like, hey, my cousin who's the mayor, he's also one of the people that brought the fort back. Steubenville was called Fort Steuben. That's where it came from. The fort, you know, westernmost point in the country at one point. And it never was, it had a what do you call it? A cornerstone. It never had the fort there. And people decided, you know what, we should recreate the fort where it was and all of that. And it's become a really great thing for the city. And they have all kinds of, besides the fort itself, they have all kinds of entertainment and, you know, festivals. And they got the Italian festival. They got the Dean Martin festival every year too, you know. So yeah, who knows? I don't even want to get into it, but yeah, you never know. We might end up playing there sometime. You never know.
Well, if you do, I'd certainly like to know, because I'd certainly be there. And Fort Steuben is kind of named after the Baron von Steuben, who trained Washington's troops during the Revolutionary War. So we're very familiar with that area and the history there. So I really appreciate you, John. Thanks.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you. And let's now go to Carmela. She's been waiting patiently. Go ahead, Carmela.
I wanted to say thank you to John for everything tonight. And I want to say that there, in the Corona time, we have in Israel, some people gathered together in the Zoom Each one make his own in his own talent, and all together they make a song. You can do it in OConnect. Bring you a friend, the one who play guitar, the one who play drum, the one who play violin or whatever. You put them all in the panel, and you all together make something. It can be something marvelous.
Oh, sure. Well, you never know. The whole thing is whether I play on OConnect or we play on OConnect, I'm certainly thinking of like when we move forward somewhere, in the future. In fact, Gina Levis thought about this. There might be a couple of us, Milo, we might be getting together just to do. Milo's already doing stuff, thinking of things where, we might do some musical things. That's beyond what we're talking about with my old band and all that stuff. But, who knows? And just the way I'm singing here, I could certainly sing on OConnect, even from my location. I could have, you can't, here's the thing that's a problem. You can't have other people in different locations work together because it doesn't sync and you can't do it yet. If they ever solve that problem, that would be great. But you can have an OConnect where people in different locations with their own group or doing solos or whatever. I might even, and I don't want to get ahead of myself, but for example, ONET, I might have an ONET group, which is just for people who want to sing, want to perform, or that I could coach, voice lessons, things like that. I mean, I've been thinking about that. How simple would it be to have a musical group club in ONET?
Now you have a club to all connect.
Yeah, because there I could have folks that you don't even have to be a good singer or singer. If you want to come to the club and just come and sing and have me help you or whatever, I can do stuff like that. If it's nothing more than that, I'll probably be doing things like that. So there's all kinds of possibilities. Thank you for bringing it up. But we'll see, because I got a lot of things in my life that I do besides this, and I need to get back to those someday too, as well, like my theater work and all that stuff. So, but yeah, there's possibilities of performing in OConnect, not just for me, but for a lot of the founders out there that have singing talent or musical talent. I'm not the only guy, right? There's so many. And maybe I'll provide a place in ONET or whatever. We'll see.
Well, I see I didn't make the cut there, but that's all right, John. No problem. We'll still have you back another night. Let's go to Pedro, and if Charlie Ellis wants to say something. Let's start with Cynthia. Cynthia, you want to try to unmute again? Please? If you can unmute. Okay. Looks like you're still having a little trouble unmuting, Cynthia.
We'll come back to her.
We'll come back to you. Let's go to Pedro. Pedro.
Says hello, everyone. Wow, it seems to be that I missed John's song. I just got back. I had a religious meeting to attend, and I just got back. I missed the song, but for what you are sounding is like I really missed a Broadway hit. So you mentioned you wanted to get on Broadway. I think you're getting closer and closer from the comments that I hear. But sure, I will be a member of the club. I want to learn how to sing. I like to sing. I'm not afraid of singing, but I don't have any instruction. And if you form a club, I will join to learn techniques, of course. And you play instrument. I have a keyboard. I have never played it. A friend of mine who was good, he started teaching me, but it was just short-lived, and I never learned much. So, wow. So you start something and I'll join.
Yes, I don't even play that much anymore. I still play, but another thing, I've talked to Lynn about this. When I was younger, I was quite the musician. When I was a young kid, on the accordion. That was my first instrument. That's what I learned. That's what I learned music on the accordion. I can still play it, but I've done so many other things musically, but I don't consider myself anywhere near the way I used to be able to play. But yeah, like I say, there's plenty of folks that if we had a little musical club, you could come, do whatever, even if you're just trying to learn something. That's what would be fun about it. It doesn't have to be a bunch of polished performers or singers or musicians, so that's great. We'll see what happens. I'm certainly probably going to do a club for sure,
Well, the chat, if I could interject here, the chat is blowing up, John. You lit up the camp here, and it's been a lot of fun. We want to give Charlie, did you want to
be part of the picture?
Yeah, I know you wanted to be part of the picture. You want to say something? I assume you've been listening and watching for a while.
Can you hear me now, Rob?
Oh, wait a minute. Hold up, Charlie. Hold up. I think we can hear Cynthia. Go ahead, madam.
Yay.
You can hear me?
Yes.
That's something. Wow.
You're audible.
Yay.
My computer needs a service. I'm going to have to get my computer serviced. I think it's too slow.
It's okay. We hear you.
And besides, the lighting in here is not all that great. I have a lot of things wrong with this place.
Well, better days are coming your way.
Are coming, right?
Yep, the apples are coming.
Yeah. Thank goodness for that, eh?
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys can hear me. Now I know what I did wrong.
Oh, write it down so you remember what to do next.
John, you are a good singer. You should pick it up. Hey, John?
So nice to hear your voice.
Sorry?
It's nice to hear from you, Cynthia. Thank you for sticking with it and figuring it out.
I know it so long ago.
Yeah, great to see you here, Cynthia, tonight.
Thank you.
It seems like I come alive at last. My gosh.
Yay.
You are alive and well right here at RobLynnLive.
Wow.
You need to come to more often, Cynthia.
What's next time too? Then I'll really.
Yeah. That'd be great. Thank you.
That sounds good.
I sit here and I hear everybody talk. Yeah, talk as if, what is this?
All I know is until 10 minutes ago, there were 70 people in the chat. 70. That's strong. We're still at 55. That's strong.
Good.
So let's go to the strong guy, Mr. Ellis. Go ahead, Charlie. Say hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Charlie.
I just been sitting back, acknowledging, listening to everyone. Big John, what's up, John? By the way, John, I have one that perhaps you could look up.
What?
How about, it's not unusual.
Oh, yeah.
My grandmom loved that one, man.
Tom, yeah, well, let me write it down.
That's Tom Jones. I know you didn't ask me, but it's Tom Jones.
Yay, I remember Tom Jones.
And we know Tom Jones. He was incredible. What a voice.
And that's a great song.
Right. You know, when I was growing up, when I was,
I'm going to write it down now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when I was younger, you know, as a kid, my grandmom, you know, back in the day, you know, the television, when we had the little, you had to use the pliers to turn the channel. Grandmom would let the kids watch television, but at about 7, 8 o'clock, Tom Jones was on.
Yeah.
So I was forced to watch Tom Jones. So I grew to love him, man. I love Tom Jones. So every time I hear the song, I think about my grandmom. So I said that I'm going to mention that to John.
Well, do you remember when Tom Jones, for years, well, there's a big Las Vegas. He had a huge show for years in Las Vegas. But you remember now, Tom Jones is the guy, forgive me, that the ladies used to throw their undies at him on the stage while he was performing all the time. He was very popular with the ladies, Tom Jones, and a great talent besides.
Well, me too, but they never threw their underwear on the stage.
Yeah, Yeah, I just wanted to say hello to everyone. Just got in a little while ago, not too long ago. Cold up here. We have a boiled water in effect for Tennessee and part of South Haven, Mississippi. So we're under the cold. We're not used to this. Well, they're not used to this, being from Boston, Massachusetts. So I love it, man. A little bit of snow out there. We got snow the past couple of days, ice. My type of weather, man. So, like I said, I just wanted to say hello to everyone. Enjoy you guys.
All right, brother. I appreciate you coming on. Stick around a minute. We're going to take a picture.
Yeah.
You got to come back, Cynthia.
Yeah, for the picture.
We
okay?
need to take a picture here. Cynthia, oh.
Come back, everybody. Get ready for picture time. We're going to wrap up shortly. Who's coming to the camera? We're going to give you time to come to the camera.
There's Cynthia.
All right. Carmela, I don't know if you want to be on this special picture or not. Juanita Slack and Mohammed Ashraf Ansari, if you're able, if you want to. And
If you're able to show your camera, that'd be great. This is a memorable night.
Oh, that's good. Come in the memorable picture.
All right, Carmela.
Mohammed Ashraf and Juanita Slack, are you coming? Oh, Charlie's buffering. Let's wait for him a bit.
Yeah, he's in South Haven.
He put in the chat. Be in the picture that he said. All right. Oh, Charlie.
Charlie, if you can hear us, refresh. Refresh.
I can hear you.
Oh, okay, good.
Hopefully your camera will come back. And Cynthia, you want to turn your camera on? Might be having trouble, I think.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right.
All right, you're not buffering. Oh, there's Charlie. All right. I knew you'd get it.
Do it now.
All right, here we go.
While he's in there, okay? What do you guys want to do? Love you or what? Something active. Do something with your hands and face and all that. Okay?
All right.
Ready? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Not in front of your face. Nobody's gonna see your face.
Nobody wants to see my face.
Come on. Be silly. Don't be silly. Okay. Try again. When I say don't be silly, he's more silly. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, good one. I'm saving it.
Good
right
picture.
now.
All right, I think we're gonna call it an evening.
It's almost 11.
There's still 50-something people. This is unbelievable. No worry about RobLynnLive. Would you have this? All right. It's been fun. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Any parting comments before we hit the bricks? And stay warm there in South Haven.
Yes,
Love
sir.
you right back. Love you right back. All right, we'll be back again tomorrow, Friday at 12 noon, with Straight Talk. I forget what Friday's called, but that's because I got to shoot. You got it in your phone, right?
Oh yeah.
Stand by one, and I'll let you know what Friday's going to be.
Let's call it Parlay Friday with the Rob and Lynn show.
For Friday?
Friday's Straight Talk.
Okay, Friday is time management and productivity, and Straight Talk is Flawless Friday.
Flawless Friday tomorrow. Flawless Friday for Straight Talk, and then tomorrow night we'll have, what is the topic?
Time. The thing I just said.
Yeah.
Time management and productivity.
Well, we're going back to the business now. Time management and productivity should be fun. I've already got my notes, so we'll see as many of you as can make it tomorrow night. Peace to everybody, please.
All right. I'm putting it in the chat. You guys go enjoy it in the chat. It's right there. And we can chat more in the chat too if you want to.
And the recording of tonight will be in the...
It's in the chat. No, I mean the recording of the song. You know, the song that we just heard John sing, it's in the chat if you want to listen to it again. Okay?
All right.
The link is
song
there.
is in the chat. The link is. All right. Thanks again, everybody. And
I'm saving the
Thank
chat
you.
right now.
Thank you.
Still 53 people in the chat. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. All right. Good night, everybody.
Night, everybody.
Good night. Love y'all.
Good
See you
night.
later.
Good
Night.
morning.
Night,
Good night,
everybody.
everyone.
Thank you,
All right.
John.
All right.
See
Thanks,
you.
John.
See you.
Bye. See you guys.
Take care.